Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, Hawkeye Women's Basketball is on the air. Presented by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, delivering the funds the university needs to drive academic and research excellence while optimizing campus utilities for a generation to come. Visit uiowaenergycollaborative.com. Also brought to you by Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Honda, to see how Honda crushes the competition, see your local Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest. Alliant Energy. See how Alliant Energy is building a strong, resilient energy future today and for generations to come. Learn more at alliantenergy.com/powering beyond. Explore Minnesota. Discover the star of the North. University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. And by Wimmer's Meats, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. This is the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative pregame show, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Here's Rob Brooks and former Hawkeye Catherine Reynolds.
And welcome inside Carver Hawkeye Arena, Game 2 of the regular season for the University of Iowa women's basketball team, as look for a victory number 2 in Jan Jensen's second year after taking care of the Southern Jaguars 86-51 last Monday, almost a week ago, in between Game 1 and 2. And this afternoon, it's the first of 3 in a row against Missouri Valley Conference opponents, and it starts with the Evansville Purple Aces, 0-1 on the season, lost at Southeast Missouri 71-66. But as we'll talk to Jan Jensen about, you just never know exactly what you have this early in the campaign, and you just want to keep building brick by brick, and that's what the Hawkeyes will try to do this afternoon. But you have to go back to that Southern game and applaud the performances of Ava Hayden and Hannah Stuelke as they combined for 41 points. And not a lot of volume as far as the shots were concerned, as the two were 16 of 24 from the floor, almost identical. Stuelke 8 of 11 and Ava Hayden 8 of 13 Ava Hayden, career high in points and also rebounds as she grabbed 14 boards and a double-double. So we'll see what she can expound on this afternoon, playing with a ton of confidence. One other player in double figures off the bench was Emily Rodriguez, who has been terrific here in the early going. She was 4 for 6 from the floor and contributed 13 points as the Hawkeyes got 26 points off the bench and 48 points in the paint. But Evansville, a little bit of a different style from Southern. Obviously, Iowa saw that full court press and just hard to get into any type of flow in those scenarios, but the Hawkeyes took care of business, ended up shooting 51.7%. Evansville slows it down a little bit, more of the Princeton-style offense, but certainly has a very good guard that the Hawks will have to deal with this afternoon in Cameron Runner, a 5'8" sophomore, averaged 15.5 points a season ago and was awarded MVC Freshman of the Year. A little bit of local flavor for Evansville as well. We'll talk about one of their players a little bit later on, but we'll talk about one of their assistant coaches right now in former Hawkeye Molly Davis, as she is a grad assistant. Tiffany Reedy on board with me this afternoon. Had a chance to talk to her before the game, and that will give us a little bit of insight on what she's been doing, what she's been up to, and also with the Purple Aces. And of course, my pregame chat with Jan Jensen a little bit later on, all before our tip-off set for 2 o'clock on this Sunday afternoon. The Hawks and the Aces. Back with more pregame from Carver Hawkeye Arena after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Flu season is here. Get your flu shot today at your local Hy-Vee pharmacy. It's easy, convenient, and no appointment is necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. That's right, a 20-cent fuel saver. Get your flu shot when it's convenient for you. Schedule online or just stop by your Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Help your family stay healthy. Get your flu shot and get a 20-cent fuel saver only at Hy-Vee. See store for details. Some restrictions apply.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Time now for the Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield Health Coverage Report. Let's take a look at the numbers. When you enroll in a Wellmark individual or family health plan, you choose from thousands of in-network providers. And you're teaming up with Iowa's #1 health insurance company. We know healthcare in Iowa. Score great coverage from Wellmark. Find the plan that's best for you at wellmark.com/covered. Enrollment ends January 15th.
The year-end clearance sale is going on now at your local Honda dealer. Honda cars, SUVs, and trucks are on clearance during Happy Honda Days. Get 2025 Accords, Pilots, and Ridgelines on clearance with big savings on the full Honda line. Gas, hybrids, and EVs. All new Hondas are in stock. Honda, KBB.com's best value and performance brand. This is the time to get a new Honda with clearance savings. Search your local Honda dealer today. Based on 2025 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelly Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
All right, we are here with Hawkeye favorite, Molly Davis. Molly, welcome back to Carver. Obviously, we had you for our 2 greatest years, back-to-back national championship runs. Tell us a little bit, before we kind of get into the team, tell us a little bit about what you've been up to.
Yeah, so I am going into my 2nd year here at Evansville as a graduate assistant. So what that means is I'm being a coach while also getting my master's. I'm getting my master's in leadership. It's been a great experience for me. Coach Robin and the coaching staff have done a tremendous job of implementing me and kind of giving me a lot of roles and responsibilities, and it's been a great experience to be here, and I've learned a lot, and hopefully I can be a coach someday.
I was just going to ask, coaching in your future for sure?
Yes, absolutely. I've had some tremendous mentors along the way. Coach Jay, Coach Bluter, Coach Reyna, the entire Iowa coaching staff. Like, they've just been tremendous mentors for me, and I hope to be as great as them someday as they were for me. So
excellent. I guess my next question would be, what did it feel like to step back into Carver, but this time as the opposition?
I'm not gonna lie, it felt a little weird. One, not having the jersey, but I think more so without the headband. It's been great to see all the familiar faces, and I always talk about it. It's like the best thing about coming back is the relationship, seeing the people that you've had those relationships with while I was here, and how many games are lost, it doesn't, people don't really remember you for that, but it's more so the relationship. So it's been great to catch up, with those people that have meant so much to me.
For sure. You obviously cemented a legacy in just a short amount of time here at Iowa. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the Evansville Purple Aces.
Yes.
What can we expect to see from this team today?
Yeah. So we're hoping to, we're a young team. We have, six sophomores, some transfers, some freshmen. So we're still in the early stages of trying to figure each other out a little bit, but this team's going to come in and we're going to compete. It doesn't matter, who we're playing, who we're up against. This team's going to come in, they're going to compete, they're going to play hard. And that's what we hope the fans see tonight.
And what kind of style of play do you guys put out there?
Yeah, absolutely. We hope to, we want to play fast. We want to score and transition first. But we certainly have a fast-paced style.
Nice. That'll be a good matchup.
Yes.
Players to watch. I know you have the MVC Freshman of the Year.
Yep.
But like you said, a young team, but with some experience, a big sophomore class that got a lot of playing time last year. So talk a little bit about some of the players we should watch out for.
Yeah. Like you said, you mentioned her, Cameron Runner, MVC Freshman of the Year. She's the leader on this team. She gets this team going. She involves multiple players with the ball in her hands. Tremendous leader, vocal leader on the court. So she's certainly one to watch out for. And I think that a few of our, a transfer in Georgia Cox, she's versatile. She can stretch the floor. She can play inside. She's another one to watch out for as well. But we've got some experience, some freshmen, and hoping to put the pieces together.
Excellent. Well, thank you for the time, Molly. Best of luck. Welcome back, and good luck today.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Molly Davis back inside Carver Hawkeye Arena, as this is the third time that Evansville has played the Hawkeyes, with all three meetings right here in Iowa City. Evansville played Iowa back-to-back years in 2021-22 and 22-23. Jan Jensen with the shoot-around presented by Oaknall up next as we count down to tip-off Iowa and Evansville. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Whether they roll the dough or pour the joe, bake the bread or greet instead, your team goes the extra mile, and they deserve healthy eyes and a healthy smile. For plans that cover businesses of all sizes, Delta Dental customizes. With employer costs as low as $0, you can offer benefits and be a hero. Affordable coverage is a click away. Visit deltadentalia.com today.
Life moves fast. Quick Start keeps up. Whether it's fresh coffee, a bakery treat, or take-home meals that make life easier, we've got everything you need right here. While you're fueling up with our fully guaranteed gasoline, we've got great services like free ATMs and free air. Always clean stores, clean restrooms, and a smile for your day. Hey, we're all about saving you time, money, and making life easier. Quick Star's here for you. Whenever you need us, we got you covered.
Hawkeye fans, gear up for game day with Big Grove. As an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes, they bring you the ultimate game-watching experience. Sip on fan favorites like Easy Eddie, Citrus Surfer, and Neighborhood Beer while cheering on the Hawks. Can't make it to the stadium? No worries. Join them at any of their 4 Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, and Solon. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks! Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official Des Moines local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, Aplos, and Community Choice Credit Union. Do you smell that? No, it's not just toast. That's the smell of your car payment becoming toast. Move your car loan to Community Choice and toast those payments for 99 days. Get started at unbankyourride.com. Loan subject to credit approval and analysis.
It's time for our shoot-around with Hawkeye head coach Jan Jensen, presented by Oak Knoll. Oak Knoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City community for 59 years. Oak Knoll is conveniently located near the University of Iowa Healthcare Campus, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City, a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oakknoll.com to learn more. Here's Rob Brooks and Hawkeye head coach Jan Jensen.
Welcome back to Carver Hawkeye Arena on the pregame show. Our chat with Iowa head coach Jan Jensen. And Jan, it seems like it's been a little while since that first game. That's going to change here in the next few weeks, by the way. But obviously some time to look at the film, have pretty much a week to work on some things. What did it look like?
You know, when we talked after the game against Southern, it was just about everything that I remembered. It was pretty accurate. Sometimes as a coach, you can watch it and be like, I was a little hard on that, or, man, I missed that.
You were right on this one, right?
I felt like we were, because it wasn't, it was Abby and my son, actually. They reminded me the last time we played Southern, a couple of years ago even, they make you feel a little ragtag. They make you do things that you wouldn't normally do just because it's so early. So when I watched the film, we saw a lot more good things and not so great. So what wasn't so great, we had, this good week to work on it. And I've really loved how we've been practicing the last 3 or 4 days. So hopefully we'll see a little more improvement on our attention to detail when it comes to our gap defense and being able to handle some of the rail ball screens. And I hope that we've cleaned up our transition into an offense. That was a little rugged. But again, when you're being full court press like that, it's hard to look really fluid at anything.
Well, and that's why they do it, right?
Right. And there's, going to be at least 5 to 6 teams known on our schedule that they do that for, 40 minutes. So that game, that's going to come in handy later too.
Well, Hannah and Ava had to look good on film.
Yeah, they really did. And they're looking really good. I love them. I'm so proud of them. As a coach, you just have to hesitate before you get way excited because the teams we faced haven't had tremendous size, right? They haven't had, big bodies, or their best players haven't been post players. But the awesome thing is that, Ava and Hannah are doing what they should be doing, and they're doing it with efficiency. So I'm elated with what they're doing.
And you look back to Ava last year, and everybody knows how well she played. Obviously had to have a really good summer to get ready for this year, and that had to give her a lot of confidence.
Yeah, I feel like she really took what we had challenged her with at the end of the last season and ran with it this summer. And I'd say yesterday Ava's practice was as good as I've ever seen her. And I went up and I told her if she keeps that mindset and keeps that work ethic going, I really believe that the sky's the limit for her.
And she seems to be enjoying herself too.
Yeah, she really does. I really thought we had the breakthrough toward the end of last season, and she really worked hard to carry it over. So I'm excited to continue to watch her because obviously the opponents will continue to get better and better. And even if they don't have size, she's going to have to navigate. And I've always said, you've arrived when you get a consistent double team. So when she gets a consistent double team, that's when you earn another level of stripes, is what to do with the double team. You can either dissect it and still score with 2 hanging on you, or you know exactly where to pass it and when. So we're going to see her take another step here in this non-conference.
We'll be back with more from Coach Jensen after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game, honoring those who serve at every Hawkeye game. Just as our veterans safeguard our freedom, American Equity helps protect your financial future. Named one of Newsweek's most trustworthy insurance companies in America 3 years in a row, American Equity delivers secure retirement income with the service you deserve. Join American Equity in honoring and thanking all who serve our country.
Hi, Hawk fans. Coach Kirk Ferentz here. For 40 years, our players have proudly worn the ANF logo to honor the hardworking farmers who keep this country growing. With fewer farmers working the land, their challenges are bigger, but their commitment never wavers. The Iowa Hawkeyes and the Iowa Farm Bureau are proud to stand with these dedicated families who feed and fuel our nation. Thanks for celebrating 40 years of America Needs Farmers. Let's keep standing strong for the people who keep us going strong. To learn more, visit americaneedsfarmers.org.
Upgrade your game day with the Kinnick Premium Tailgate, presented by Navigate Wellbeing Solutions. Get a 10x10 tent, parking pass, and the best location inside Krause Family Plaza, just steps away from Kinnick Stadium. Reserve now at HawkeyeSports.com/tailgate. Hawkeye Basketball on 1040 WHO is brought to you by Quick Star, Better Business Bureau, Lennox, American Equity, Tournament Club of Iowa, Big Grove, Oak Knoll, U.S. Cellular.
It's time for our shoot-around with Hawkeye head coach Jan Jensen, presented by Oak Knoll. Oak Knoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City community for 59 years. Oak Knoll is conveniently located near the University of Iowa Healthcare Campus, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City, a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oakknoll.com to learn more. Here's Rob Brooks and Hawkeye head coach Jan Jensen.
Jan, early on in the season, obviously trying different combinations, maybe playing more players now than you would in a tight game in the Big Ten. Where are we with the bench and the rotation?
You know, Tegan Mulaney, she's had sideline with her ankle, and then so she's missed it. Yeah, it's been a rough start. So she hasn't been in the rotation as much, so that's going to be another level of trying to work her back in. It's not for lack of not wanting to or not trying. It just depends on how far down the road we get and what we need. You kind of have to bank on what we had seen, prior in the summer and in the early fall. So that's the one thing that we just haven't had as many minutes with her in game action. But I think it's got to settle a little bit more with each and every outing. But I think it's starting to solidify who that top eight is.
Evansville today, and you jump into the Missouri Valley Conference here, and
we've got a week of Missouri.
Yes, 3 in a row, right? And obviously no pressure defense. What about their style of play?
They have their point guard is the reigning freshman of the year in the Valley, and she's got a really nice, penchant to score. I really like her game. So she's going to, come out and she can go rim to rim, comes off screens, looking to score it. They run a dribble drive offense, which they do pretty well. Last year, they led the Missouri Valley in turnovers. So that was their big nemesis. So it's early. If they got that figured out, none of us know exactly how good we are yet. So, they played one game, and, I liked what they were doing. Dribble drive, they run the chin, which is the Princeton offense. So it depends on if we let her get downhill. I'm trying to make sure we're doing better with those straight line drives, but she's the one we really got to watch. They got a nice power forward that can, shoot, pick, and pop threes. We're going to have to make sure we don't let her get loose, but overall, they're going to be run by that engine of their point guard.
Well, we don't want to have Molly Davis over there giving away any secrets, right?
We don't, but you know what? I know that Molly is making that team so much better. Their head coach, we talked this summer when we were getting this game organized, and she just said that Molly is phenomenal. And I said, I'm not in the least bit surprised. I mean, she was just a little coach on the floor, selfless, hard worker, got an extremely high IQ. So when you watch this number 10, you're going to see a little bit of, if she does, I don't want her to have too many good plays, but you'll see some of I think you'll see some influence of Molly's teaching.
Well, let's go get number 2.
Let's do it. Thanks, Rob.
Jan Jensen on the pregame show, back with more after the break from Carver Hawkeye Arena. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawk fans, stop in and visit the newly renovated guest rooms at Hyatt Regency Coralville Hotel and Conference Center, located in the heart of Iowa River Landing. Stay within walking distance of Extreme Arena, home of the Iowa Hawkeye volleyball team, as well as great restaurants, shopping, and scenic walking trails along the Iowa River. Hyatt Regency Coralville is also the home of Hawk Talk with Jan Jensen and Ben McCullum. Come together at Hyatt Regency Coralville, where everything you need is right here.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Spot on, nice fish. Nice walleye. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Minnesota gold right there.
This is the first restaurant in the world that strictly is decolonized menu. All right, let's try this too.
Oh man, that's good. So earthy and mushroomy.
Where's the seals?
It looks like the ocean.
It's not that cold. It is that wet though.
What will your Minnesota travel story be? Discover what makes Minnesota the star of the North at exploreminnesota.com.
I think we've just scratched the surface.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Starting lineups being introduced before Iowa and Evansville. The Hawkeyes 1-0, the Aces 0-1. Great to have Tiffany Reedy back on board, filling in for Catherine Reynolds today. And it's time for the keys to the game. And they are brought to you by Explore Minnesota. Visit exploreminnesota.com to learn about all the fall festivals and also what's happening in the winter as well. Award-winning dining, tax-free shopping, and outdoor activities. Your Star of the North adventure awaits. Welcome.
Hello,
to Carver
Rob.
Hawkeye Arena, huh?
Hello, it's great to be back on the air with you. Hope
Great to have you.
Drying off from yesterday.
Well, we're working on it.
Keys to the game today. You know, Coach Jay talked about what the press does to our team, what a stifling defense can do. The Hawks need to come out and apply that same defense to the Aces. The Aces led the MVC in turnovers last year, and they're a young team, mostly freshmen and sophomores. Get them back on their heels. If you get a team flustered early, the battle then becomes with themselves and not even about what the Hawks are going to do. Offensively, second game of the season, it's kind of like a tryout, right? It's maximizing your minutes. You heard Coach Jay say they're still trying to figure out who they want on the court. And so every minute you get on the court, you have to take advantage of shuffling players in and out in different rotations. Each player has to take advantage of that. Last thing, the rest of the world, I'm interested in this duo of Hannah Stolke and Ava Hayden. I am kind of seeing something similar to what could happen, what we saw with Hannah Stewart and Megan Gustafsson several years back, that 4-5 duo, high points, efficiency. I saw Ava play last game. I said, that is vintage Iowa Jan Jensen post play with Stolke at a 4. There's a lot of potential there.
Starting lineups and the tip next. Iowa and Evansville. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Ever wonder where to find the best cinnamon rolls in Iowa? The Eat Shop's recipe has been passed down for nearly 100 years. From Great Aunt Mary Ann's 1930s restaurant to our ovens today. This holiday season, share a taste of Iowa tradition. Our famous cinnamon rolls, sticky pecan rolls, and small batch kolaches baked fresh every morning. Pre-order your holiday pies and pastries now at theeatshop.com or visit us in Solon, Uptown Marion, or at the University of Iowa campus cafes. Worth every bite. Hawkeye fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, Big Ten Rentals, and Tomlinson Cannon. Need tents, tables, staging, and more for your next big event? Big Ten Rentals has you covered. The project is never too large. City festivals, concerts, weddings, and more. Call today or visit big10rentals.com and let the pros handle it all.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
Midwest One believed in us and gave us the money to get started, and it was great.
We're talking with Jack Piper of Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack.
In 2005, they were there when we opened Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack. They've been there every step of the way with funding and great feedback on how to expand our brand. Midwest One Bank has been great, and with the recent uncertain times, we got through it, thanks to Midwest One Bank.
Midwest One Bank. Simply better banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Starting lineups brought to you by Melrose Meadows. Cleaning or just tired of being alone? Check out Melrose Meadows, voted Iowa City's best retirement community. With underground parking, a heated pool, and endless opportunities to stay fit and social. To learn more, visit melrosemeadows.com. For Evansville, Georgia Cox, a 6'4" redshirt sophomore from Australia, averaging 6.4. Make that 10, 11 points against SEMO. Cameron Runner, who we've talked a lot about in the pregame show, last year's Missouri Valley Conference Freshman of the Year, averaged 15.5 a season ago. Brianna Ward, a 5'10" freshman out of St. Louis. Quick combo guard for Evansville. Yelana Savic, a 5'11" freshman from Melbourne, Australia. Outstanding rebounder. And a 5'9" sophomore, Logan Lubers-Palmer. Good shooter scorer. Want to make sure you're on her from three-point range. Give you the Hawkeye starters. The ball in the air. Tap won by Stolke, but dug up by Evansville, as it is Feuerbach, Stolke, Hayden, McCabe, and Chit-Chat Wright. Same starters as the Hawkeyes put out on the floor against Southern. Evansville working the basket to our left. Runner in the paint by Cameron Runner is no good. And the Hawkeyes grab the rebound quickly down court. Wright finds McCabe. Couldn't knock down the three-pointer from the left wing. Evansville gets the rebound into the front court. Just underway. No score. Aces working the ball around the perimeter. It's Cox, straightaway three-pointer. And that shot hits the side of the window. And Hawkeyes off in transition after another rebound. Here's Wright on the left side. Gets it into Hayden in the paint. Has it blocked as she went to the basket, but body contact and a foul.
Yeah, the one thing you can see with Ava Hayden, she has been working on her footwork over the summer. Just efficiency, even with the pass and getting bumped, she was getting to the hoop quickly.
And all of her momentum carried toward that basket. So her first free throw knocks it in. Georgia Cox, the 6'4" redshirt sophomore, commits the first foul of the ball game. Hayden's second basket to our right, also good, and the Hawkeyes strike first, 2-0. Evansville quickly into the front court. And on-ball defense, outstanding by Kylie Feuerbach as she took it right away. And then Lubers Palmer tried to get it back and commits the team's second personal foul. Ball possession for the Hawkeyes on top, 2-0. Wright brings it across the timeline, angles to the right side, now reverses course, gets it to Stalky, drives down the right side of the lane, shot good off the right block, and it's 4-0 Hawkeyes.
And that is exactly what I'm talking about. Hannah being able to maneuver around the outer and get inside for an easy layup.
Savic gets it to Ward on the right wing, back to Savic. She finds an opening, drives down the left side of the lane, shot too strong off the window. Weak side rebound taken down by McCabe. Hawkeyes on top, 4-0 with the basketball. Here's Feuerbach, left wing, drives it inside, and a hook will be called on Georgia Cox. Got her left arm up into the left arm of Ava Hayden, and that's her second.
I think Cook would be putting it lightly. They were tangled up.
Almost a tackle. Foul before the shot. Box set for the Hawkeyes on the inbounds. Feuerbach looks inside, gets it back to McCabe. She fires a three-pointer left wing, no. Ball batted around in the air, dug up by Stalky on the right side. Kicks it back out to right for three. Swish from straight away for Chit Chat Wright.
Good hustle plays there. Kylie with the tap that got it to Hannah, to Chit Chat for the three.
7-zip Hawkeyes. One-on-one move. 16-foot jumpers up and no good by Ward. Just at a couple feet off the elbow. Hawkeyes get the rebound quickly, running the court well. Ava Hayden, left-hand layup, high off the window.
Managed a tough pass, again, showed her footwork, agility.
Really good break there. That's one thing Coach Jensen talked about. Trying to get that break off to a really good start in this game as Iowa leads it 9-0. And on the move into the paint, left-handed runner off the window is good by Logan Lubers Palmer. And the Aces on the board. Feuerbach picks up the foul. As Sydney Huber, first player off the bench for Evansville, out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Mount Vernon High School. Her mother, Stacy, All-American at Iowa State, 1996 to 2000. And the free throw is good. Lubers completes a three-point play. Her aunt is Brenda. And just like that, Ava Hayden gets a down-court pass, lays it up and in. And Hayden just running the floor so well.
She's beating everyone down the court.
Evansville gets the ball down in the paint. Turnaround jumper is up and no good by Ferguson into the game. And the ball batted around and knocked out of bounds. Touched last by the Hawkeyes with a 11-3 lead with 7:04 left to go in the first.
Ava scored that layup, got back down and played two sets of really good defense as well.
Well, Coach Jensen said the best practice she's ever had was yesterday. Here is Runner, takes it from the left baseline into the paint, and the shot is up and good off the window. She can score, averaged 15.5 a season ago. 11-5 Hawkeyes with the lead in the basketball. Here's Feuerbach, free throw line extended right. Gets a screen from Hayden, now a little pick and pop play. Hayden, 15-footer, no good from the elbow. Rebound taken down by Ferguson. Evansville in the front court. On the move is Savic, and she has the ball knocked away and out of bounds. Touch last by the Hawkeyes in the white home uniforms. So it'll be Aces basketball along the baseline. Hawks by 6. Off to a good start in the first quarter. Here's a pass whipped inside. Ferguson puts it on the floor, spins against Hayden, goes up and gets the roll. The 6'3" freshman made a nice move in the paint with her back to the basket.
Yeah, that was a tough one to guard. Ava was doing everything right, but she was agile and got in there.
11-7 Hawkeyes. Into the front court. Here's Furbach. Puts the ball on the floor. Drives baseline. Kicks it far side. McCabe wide open for a three-pointer. Knocks it down.
Good things happen when you get yourself to the hoop. Kylie Furbach knows that, of all people.
Went from the left side of the court to the right side. McCabe left wide open. She's 1 for 3 from 3. And here's a steal by Furbach. Hooks a pass to right. Now to McCabe, fakes a 3, puts it on the floor, 3 ball up, no. Short off the right side of the rim, and coming away with it is the Hawkeye point guard Wright. Another opportunity off. A second chance rebound. Here's Stolke at the free throw line, puts it on the floor, has it batted away, but dug up by Wright with 2 to shoot. Now gets to Stolke, her desperation 3 is good from the short corner on the left wing.
No big deal. She's very chill about just hitting that shot.
Hit a three-pointer against Southern last Monday. Hawks by 10. Evansville, three-pointer. Huber, right wing, no. Furbach grabs the rebound. Two-hand pass to Wright on the right wing. One-handed pass left side, McCabe. Now Wright, she'll fire a 3 left side. Got it.
She is all over the court. I gotta say, I'm a little freaked out. I feel like I'm watching Crystal Smith in the early 2000s. Very similar player, but making things happen, shooting, scoring. I like what I'm seeing with Chit Chat Wright so far.
And Tiffany, Iowa has had an assist on every basket so far.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, good things happen when you penetrate the lane, and we're seeing we have some three-point shooters, 1 to 4, right? That can shoot the three-pointer, but also just getting yourself inside to the hoop is huge.
Hawks only 4 of 18 from 3 against Southern. A little bit of a different story this afternoon. Timeout on the court, 4:46 left to go in the first. The Hawkeyes 20, the Aces 7. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Flu season is here. Get your flu shot today at your local Hy-Vee pharmacy. It's easy, convenient, and no appointment is necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. That's right, a 20-cent fuel saver. Get your flu shot when it's convenient for you. Schedule online or just stop by your Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Help your family stay healthy. Get your flu shot and get a 20-cent fuel saver only at Hy-Vee. See store for details. Some restrictions apply.
Did you know that UI uses the same amount of energy as the rest of Iowa City? That's why we have our own power plant and we're committed to making it clean. Deep in the boiler rooms, engineers from the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative are optimizing the power plant so it can handle cost-effective alternate fuels more efficiently. Learn more about it at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. That's uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Hawks on a 9-0 run the last minute 20. We talked about the three-point shooting. Iowa 4 out of 7. 3 different players have already hit from deep. Emily Rodriguez into the game. Coming off a very good game against Southern, had 13 points in that contest. Out of the timeout, Evansville with the basketball, Iowa up 20-7. Here's Ferguson trying to make a move and is taken away by Rodriguez as she takes it all the way to the rim and a reverse layup with the right hand on the left side.
What I like seeing with her so far this year, she is not afraid to take it coast to coast, and she stays calm. It was a beautiful take.
How about that instant offense as well right off the bench? Here's Huber for three, right wing, no. Long rebound taken down by Wright. Brings it into the front court, hesitates outside the three-point arc. 22-7 Hawkeyes, they reverse the ball. Rodriguez left side, Hayden top of the key, drops it inside for Stalky, lost control of it, tried to save it from going out of bounds and did, but right into the hands of Runner. And she tries to maneuver her way to the basket, and traveling is called underneath.
In for the Iowa Hawkeyes, number 7,
Addie Deal. Her first appearance with 3:45 left to go in the first quarter. 22-7. Hawkeyes on top with the basketball. Rodriguez, lob pass inside. Hayden, the catch, and the left-handed layup is good.
Again, you see Rodriguez not afraid to score, but instantly looked in. Beautiful lob pass. That is a good sixth player to have.
Lobbed that in there perfectly. Hayden went up, caught it with authority. Here's a turnaround jumper in the paint, is no good by Ferguson. Missed it from 13, and the ball loose on the floor, dug up by Hayden. To Rodriguez, dribbles it with the left hand across the timeline, now on the left side of the court. 17 feet away from the basket, looks for help, gets it from right in between the circles. Reverse the ball to Deal. Outside the arc now, Hayden comes up near the top of the key, drops it inside for Stalky. She's doubled, gets it back to Deal. Three-pointer no good from the right baseline, and a whistle on the rebound. Stalky going after the ball, picks up her first. And now Layla Hayes for Ava Hayden.
Layla Hayes in for the Hawks.
24-7. Hawkeyes on top. Good defense by Addie Deal as she knocked it away from Sydney Huber. Huber out of Cedar Rapids. Pretty good basketball in that family, as we told you. As Avery Kelly into the game with the ball on the right side. Gets it out high to Cox. Now inside, turnaround jumper is no good. As Mustaras missed that. Her first action this year, did not play in the opener against SEMO. Hawkeyes get the ball down court, and it's knocked away. As Iowa tried to go inside, and it'll be Hawkeyes with the basketball along the baseline. Rodriguez will toss it in with the Hawks on top, 24-7. Hayes on the right wing. Hands it off to Rodriguez, puts it on the floor, gets into the paint, short jumper, no good. Missed it mid-range, but goes after the rebound and knocked it away, but went out of bounds.
Gotta appreciate that hustle. Missing a great shot, a great take, and then almost getting the ball back.
Took it away from Cox, who has the ball now. Hands it off to Kelly. Goes to the right side, and now a three-pointer by Ellie Snyder into the game. Missed that one, the free throw line extended right. 24-7 Hawkeyes, under 2 left to go in the first. There's a spin move down the right side of the lane by Deal. Nice turnaround jumper, and just about got it to go, but is fouled.
Addie Deal did a good job there creating a space. Turnaround jumper, almost a little step back as well.
Logan Lucas-Palmer checking in for Evansville. Addie Deal going to line to shoot 2.
Mustaras picks up the foul. Deal at the free throw line. Good on the first. That's her first point. Addie had 4 in the opener. Second one, no good. Comes off the right side of the rim. But there's a rebound and put back by Layla Hayes. Her first hoop.
She kept that ball high and put it right back. Again, efficiency.
And talk about efficient. There's a quick 3 by Lubers Palmer. Got the ball on the right wing and knocked it down. She has 6, 27-10 Hawkeyes. Rodriguez, top of the key. Ball fake. drives in, turnaround jumper, paint, no, and just shuffled her feet and will be called for traveling.
I think she just kind of lost track of what she was doing in the moment.
Across the timeline, Kelly for Evansville. Gets a screen, goes to the left side, gets it off to Cox, takes a couple dribbles. Long range shot is no good. Wright gets the rebound in transition, gives it off to Deal on the left side. Whips a pass right side, Rodriguez. Now to the free throw line area. Now Wright on the left side, back to Hayes outside the paint, 10 feet away from the hoop. Makes a move in the paint, goes up strong with the right hand. Little running hook shot.
Yeah, dribble, hook shot. I like that a lot. It's good to have these options. I love this lineup we have in right now.
Hayes, a 6'5" freshman with 4. Hawks on top, 29-10. Final seconds of the first quarter, and really good defense by Wright. Avery Kelly had nowhere to go, and finally had it knocked away and out of bounds by Wright. And it'll be Evansville basketball as 2 more come on for the Purple Aces. Make that 3. That includes Cameron Runner. Really shuffling the deck are the Evansville Purple Aces. Stremlo comes into the game for Rodriguez. Deal will come out. Feuerbach also back for the Hawks. On top, 29-10. 12 to shoot, 31 on the game clock in the first quarter. Lob pass out high, taken by Ferguson. Hands it off to Runner. Drives to the right side against Wright, has to kick it back. And now a move toward the paint by Ferguson. A wild shot is up, didn't hit anything. And the ball goes out of bounds over to the Hawkeyes with 20 seconds left.
The Hawkeyes are playing both really good on-ball defense and getting in the passing lanes, and they're just disrupting Evansville's offense right now.
Hawks will hold for the final shot of the first quarter. Here's Wright. Dribbles between her legs, angles left side. As Stalky comes out, feeds it right side, Feuerbach for 3. That's an air ball. Battle for the rebound, knocked out of bounds. Touch last by the Aces with 1.3. Hawks will have 1.3 to end the first quarter. Stremlo along the baseline, lobs it into Hayes. Shot is up and no good. Did a good job to hold it above her head, but just had to release it quickly and a little bit strong off the window.
Could not have executed the play better, and it was a good look, a good attempt, but just missed it.
And a really good quarter for the Hawkeyes, 29-10 over Evansville. Here in Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. It feeds our livestock, nourishes our families, and provides homegrown, clean-burning, unleaded 88 for our vehicles. Pump it up with unleaded 88. Go to iowacorn.org to learn more. University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you no matter where you are in the state, changing medicine and changing lives. For all of Iowa and beyond, visit uihealthcare.org. We are at Carver Hawkeye Arena, Mediacom Court. We have played 10 minutes. Iowa 29, Evansville 10. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Craving something sweet? Step into the flavor of a good old-fashioned bake sale, Quick Star style. Satisfy your sweet tooth with our premium donuts. Choose from Quick Star's fluffy Long Johns, rich Persians, classic Bismarcks, or ring donuts. So delicious, just like the ones at your hometown bake sale. Do you remember those fresh oven-baked cookies your grandma used to make? So good. Well, the Quickery's got them. Our cookies are just like the ones from back in the day. Let's head straight to the bake sale, only at Quick Star. Treat yourself today.
Can you think of anything that costs the same today as it did 10 years ago? There isn't much. That is, unless you're a Mid-American Energy customer. Thanks to all the renewable energy we're generating, our customers pay nearly the same rate for electricity today as they did back when we were all singing, "Call Me Maybe." And with Mid-American making even more investments in clean energy, you can count on enjoying those same affordable rates for the next decade. Now that's obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Weekends are tricky. You want breakfast, but also a burger. Enter Burger Shed Brunch. Saturdays and Sundays from 10 to 2. Think loaded skillets, biscuits and gravy, breakfast burritos, cinnamon rolls, and waffles that keep you full all morning. plus our brunch burgers. And brunch without a drink, that's just breakfast. We've got Bloody Marys, mimosas, and spiked coffee. When brunch hours end, we don't. Your lunch and dinner favorites keep going. Burger Shed, burgers, beers, and a bunch of BS. Burger Shed, Bass Pro Drive, Altoona.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Ball batted around in the air, dug up by Stalky on the right side. Kicks it back out to right for three. Swish from straight away for Chit-Chat Wright. And that gave the Hawkeyes a 7-0 lead, and that is our Remax move of the game. It's more than numbers on a contract. It's about trust, honest advice, expert guidance. Because while numbers count, trust matters most. Remax, the official real estate partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Empty possession for Iowa on top, 29-10. Evansville in the front court, working it around the perimeter. Runner, free throw line extended right, brings it to the top of the key, hands it off to Lubers Palmer. Her three-point attempt is no good. Stremlow the rebound, down court pass to Feuerbach. Now reverse to the right side to Wright, and she hooks a pass inside to Hayden, who drops the pass off to Houston just into the game. Shot no good, rebound put back is good.
I love that Ava Hayden is always thinking. You could see her think through getting the right angle on that difficult pass to Journey Houston, who made up for it by getting her own rebound and putting it back in.
31-10 Hawks. Evansville with the basketball. As Kreinhagen into the game. Hands it off to Savic. Makes a move down the left side of the lane. Puts it up and in from the left block with the left hand. Just got it to crawl in over the left side. 31-12, Hawkeyes turn it over. Errant pass, dug up by Kreinhagen. Hands it off to Runner. Out on the Mediacom court logo, left side. High post area, Ferguson makes a move in the paint, stops about 8 feet from the hoop, and slid her pivot foot before the shot attempt, and the turnover gives the basketball to the Hawkeyes. McCabe back.
That's where you got to give Kylie Feuerbach a little bit of credit here. She, again, gets in. She kind of tapped the ball, which disrupted the players, drive to the hoop and caused the turnover.
8:20 left to go in the second quarter. Hawkeyes off to a great start here. Lead at 31-12 as a little give and go action. And Taylor Stremlow takes advantage. The layup good. Ava Hayden showing that she can pass in the post as well.
Fun when you see your bigs racking up the assists.
Runner hands it off to Kreinhagen, drives baseline, has to kick it back to Runner on the left wing. Tries to make a move, she's cut off by Stremlow. Now top of the key, Savic gets it left wing. Kreinhagen three-pointer, no good. Houston the rebound quickly to McCabe. Into the front court, Stremlow, free throw line extended right, holds the ball above her head. And high post area, Houston drops it inside to Hayden, knows what to do with it, off the glass, score the basket, and she's fouled.
Excellent play, excellent execution there by Journey Houston. Freshman, again, getting in the game, making an immediate impact. But you can tell they have practiced that high-low pass over and over.
As Bustero picks up the foul. That's her first. Hayden at the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play. Rattles in the free throw, and Hayden has 11. Avery Kelly, 5'6" sophomore, had 11 against SEMO. Off the bench into the game. Runner walks it across the timeline. McCabe greets her. High post area. It's Ferguson. Now Savic. And tried to get a pass into the corner, batted away by Kylie Feuerbach. Well, as good as her defense was last year, it's off to a great start here, too.
Absolutely. And again, she doesn't always get the credit. She doesn't always get the steal, but she's always involved in disrupting the play. Cameron Runner has 2 points, right? So we're doing an excellent job, both on and off the ball defense, to keep her scoring to a minimum.
Had over 15 points a game last year, 36-12 Hawkeyes. Evansville gets it in, Deal back into the game. Here's Runner on the right side, nowhere to go, and she has it taken away at the elbow. That's Hayden with the steal.
Ava Hayden doing it all today.
And no fouls for Hayden. And another shot attempt by Hayden as she went down the left side. Took it up with the left hand just a little bit short. And on the rebound, Houston will get charged with a reach. That'll be her first as we go under 7 in the second quarter. 36-12 Hawkeyes led the entire way off to a great start. Here's Savic. Has to pull up her dribble in the paint. Gets it back out to Kelly. And she makes a move toward the basket. And she's cut off. Now a deep three-pointer by Lubers-Palmer in the corner. That's an air ball. Hayden gets the ball to Feuerbach. 36-12 Hawkeyes. Kylie gives it to Hayden in between the circles. Left side, McCabe. Way away from the hoop. Now Deal holds, gets it to the elbow. Houston, she puts it on the floor twice. Now to Deal, free throw line extended right. Head and shoulders fake. Three-pointer no good, short off the front of the iron. And the rebound dug up by Runner. And she's going to take it all the way to the paint, feed it into the corner. Lubers-Palmer, three-pointer good. She has 9, 36-15 Hawkeyes, the lead in the basketball. Here's Houston outside the paint, right side. Now Deal holds it low. It's that left-handed dribble, feeds inside. Houston, shot no. Hayden goes after the rebound, finally digs it up, hits the turf. And a couple of floor burns here as Kelly lost control of it in the front court. And then Feuerbach went after it. And she hits the deck. Great hustle by the Hawkeyes all around.
Yeah, it has to feel good. Coach Jensen has to like what she's seeing here, where you've got 1 through 5 hustling, getting all over the floor. Ava Hayden could have had that steal. Kylie Feuerbach ended up with it.
She batted it away and then dove to try to keep it alive as Hayes comes back into the game. Quickly has the ball and took a couple of steps as she tried to make a move on that right block toward the middle of the paint.
That's something I think with more experience, more time on the court, I think Ava will learn to kind of minimize the spins and the turns.
Aces have the ball after the turnover. Here's a baseline drive, and a floater off the window is good by Cameron Runner. Quickly down court, the Hawkeyes in transition. Three-pointer, Taylor McCabe from the left wing.
It's 2 on the day, and that is, of course, her bread and butter.
A deadly play when the Hawkeyes get that three-pointer in transition. And Evansville turns it over as Savic dribbled it off her right shoe. And the ball goes out of bounds over to Iowa, leading 39-17, 5 to go until halftime. Hawks led 29-10 after 1. Here's McCabe, gets it to Rodriguez in between the circles. Now right side, it's a short jumper from Rodriguez, getting the ball back from Stalky. Missed that one from about 15. Rebound taken down by the Purple Aces. Coast to coast layup is no good by Runner. Made a nice move, just couldn't get it to go. Hawkeyes get the rebound quickly down court. Hayes in the paint, makes a move, gets the roll, and Layla Hayes with 6. Lean toward the right, and a great touch off the window.
Great touch, and just a simple move, but used her strength, used her body to get the little scoop shot on the right side.
Hayes with 6. Evansville working it around the arc. Here's Lubers-Palmer, cross-court pass to Savic. She fakes, makes a move in the paint, goes up with a left hand, high off the window, and a foul will be called on the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, Hannah Stolke was with her, but kind of swatted down. As a ref, you have to make that call.
That's 2 on Stolke. That'll get Journey Houston into the game, but timeout on the court. Hawkeyes have led the entire way as University of Iowa Energy Collaborative is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye women's basketball this season, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Learn more at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. 4:06 left to go in the second quarter. All Hawkeyes so far, Iowa 41, Evansville 17. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Spot on, nice fish. Nice walleye. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Minnesota gold right there.
This is the first restaurant in the world that strictly is decolonized menu. All right, let's try the soup.
Oh man, that's good. So earthy and mushroomy.
Where's the seals?
It looks like the ocean.
It's not that cold. It is that wet, though.
What will your Minnesota travel story be? Discover what makes Minnesota the star of the North at exploreminnesota.com.
I think we've just scratched the surface.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
.406 left to go in the second quarter. Hawkeyes 41, the Purple Aces 17. At the game or at home, Wimmer's Premium quality hot dogs and sausages will score with family and friends. Take the highest quality beef and pork, combine it with natural spices, and you get the best tasting Midwestern hot dog. Wimmer's, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. Tiff, what stands out as far as the stats?
Well, obviously we're shooting very well, 53% from the field. Out rebounding 20-11 as well, and 22 points off the paint. Obviously are getting the ball inside, feeding it into the post being efficient in scoring is what's looking really great to me. I will say I am loving our newcomers. Chit Chat Wright, Emily Rodriguez, Journey Houston. There is some real potential here, and I see them out on the court right now, so it's great to get them in and get them this experience.
Huber comes back for Evansville. Free throws for Savic after the foul, the second one on Hannah Stolke, and she floats the first one in. Second one also good, and she has 4. She was 0 for 8 from the floor against SEMO in the opener. Evansville lost that one 71-66. 41-19, under 4 left to go, second quarter. Here's McCabe, a wide open 3, swish from the right wing.
You can tell again that they've been working on that cross-court pass from inside the post across to the wide open 3-point.
And almost a right steal. A good job by Runner to save it along the baseline, throwing off the leg of the Hawkeye point guard. And Evansville will retain possession. 44-19, Hawkeyes in command. Plenty of production off the bench as well. Inside, here's Ferguson, goes to work against Hayes, has to slip a pass out to the right. Savic for 3, no. Rodriguez in the paint with the rebound. Brings it herself into the front court, drives down the right side of the lane, and then has it taken away. Nice steal by Runner. In transition, Evansville, and the ball was not batted away by McCabe, who was in the passing lane. She didn't touch it. They tried to get Sydney Huber the basketball on the left wing, right in front of the Iowa bench. So another Aces turnover, and Wright gets the ball to McCabe, who has 3 threes. Now back to Wright, short corner right side. Turns the corner after a Hayes screen and then gets it into Layla. Layup good, a nice pass by Wright, and Hayes with 8.
Just a classic pick and roll there.
And a swish in that deep right corner by Lubers Palmer. She has 12. Been a really bright spot for the Aces.
She has, and the Hawks are going to want to zero in on her.
She's a shooter scorer. You don't want to give her any open threes. Here's a little high-low action as Houston drops it in to Layla Hayes, who made a spin move toward the left side, and she is fouled by Georgia Ferguson.
Checking in for Evansville. Also checking in Ellie Snyder.
Ellie Snyder back for Robin Scher's team in her 5th season. Free throw off the back of the iron, no good by Hayes. Backup post player for the Hawkeyes, 6'5" freshman from Alaska. Second one in the air, good release right through.
9 points for Layla Hayes. I'm seeing great minutes from her. Again, lots of ammo down low for the Hawks.
Here's a 15-foot jumper that scrapes off the left side of the rim by Lubers Palmer and into the hands of the Hawkeyes. Quickly down court with the 47-22 lead. Wright left wide open for 3. Knocks it down from the left wing.
She does it again. Chit-chat Wright. 9 points, all 3-pointers.
So 2 players with 3 threes, McCabe and Wright. Along the baseline, Snyder has it knocked away by Journey Houston. And it goes out of bounds and will stay with the Aces. Hayden back for Layla Hayes. Hawkeyes on top 50-22. No messing around this afternoon.
Definitely not. 4 of 4 on their last field goals attempts. Seeing some strong trends here today.
Runner fires a 3 right to the top of the key. No good. Houston the rebound, and she's bumped by Snyder.
The foul is on number 15.
That'll be her first.
That's her first, team 4th.
4th team foul for the Aces in the second quarter with 1:58 left to go. Hawks have hit 50. Stremlow. Left wing. Houston. Now back to Wright. Now Houston trying to drop a pass to a cutting Hayden. And a shuffle of the feet by the Hawkeye freshman Journey Houston. Boy, that was another magnificent play.
I know, the right idea. Looking at the right players, great passing. Just that little shuffle.
Here's a 3-pointer. Lubers Palmer left wing, no. Ball dug up by Wright. Quickly brings it into the front court. Here's Deal on the right wing, drops it into Hayden. Right block goes up strong into Mustero.
Ava Hayden just does a great job getting to the hoop, slicing through the defense. Didn't really have an opportunity to make that shot because she was hacked.
Georgia Ferguson and Brianna Ward checking in for the Purple Aces.
So that'll be the second foul. Hayden at the free throw line. Swishes the first. Ava Hayden with 12. Second one rolls off the right side of the rim, and Houston goes after the basketball with Snyder, and a bumping foul will be called on Journey Houston, but a hustle foul with 1:22 left to go in the second quarter. 51-22, Hawkeyes on top. Here's a handoff to Huber, and she has it taken away by Stremlow at the free throw line. Another Hawkeye steal. Right, back to Stremlow for 3, left wing, count it.
Some good minutes here by Taylor Stremlow as well. And again, Chit-Chat Wright looking for those quick passes with another assist.
And a quick trigger 3 is on the way, no good by Ward. 5'10" freshman from St. Louis. Hawkeyes get the rebound quickly down court. Another transition 3. Addie Deal splashes it home from the right wing, right in front of the Evansville bench. Aces timeout. Hawkeyes on another big-time run, 11-0. The last 2:01 to lead it 57-22.
I'm gonna say it again. Assist to Addie Deal. Chit-Chat Wright, that's her 7th assist. She is a playmaker inside, outside. I think there's a lot to come here, but great to see so many players capitalizing. As I said in the beginning, on every minute they're in, really maximizing that time.
Hawkeyes just been terrific. A lot of energy since the start of the game. Make safety a slam dunk this winter. You can schedule an inspection of your natural gas appliances like your furnace and water heater and get more safety tips at midamericanenergy.com. After the Aces timeout, Evansville with the basketball in the purple road uniforms. Here's Runner, top of the key, tries to make a move against Wright, has to back it up in between the circles. Now the handoff to Huber, right wing. Inside, shot is up and no good. Ferguson tried to make a move. Hayden was there defensively and got the rebound. Now the Hawkeyes will slow it down and settle for the final shot of the second quarter, 10 on the clock. Wright hanging out by the logo, turns the corner down the right side, shot too strong off the window on the layup attempt, but contact and a foul.
Chit-Chat did a great job again, drawing the foul, getting inside. She's fast.
She can motor. Turned that corner, got to the rim. And not afraid to take it in at 5'4", listed in the program.
Again, I'm not sure how many of our listeners remember Crystal Smith, but it's almost uncanny to me. It's such similar style of play.
Who was a terrific player as well. Both free throws good. Desperation shot, half court, off the mark by Runner to end the first half of play. The Hawkeyes 59. The Aces 22. 59 points in 20 minutes of basketball for Iowa. Don't forget to stop by and see what everyone is talking about at the Watermill Kitchen and Bar. Voted the 2025 best new restaurant by the Corridor Business Journal. This modern Midwestern restaurant, located in the heart of the Iowa River Landing, features chef-inspired takes on all of your favorite dishes, with amazing specials, unique cocktails, and monthly events. Stay tuned for the Hawkeye halftime show. It is Iowa 59, Evansville 22. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Iowa Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Midwest One believed in us and gave us the money to get started, and it was great.
We're talking with Jack Piper of Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack.
In 2005, they were there when we opened Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack. They've been there every step of the way with funding and great feedback on how to expand our brand. Midwest One Bank has been great, and with the recent uncertain times, we got through it, thanks to Midwest One Bank.
Midwest One Bank, simply better banking. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Happy Honda Days are here. The best time to save on a certified pre-owned Honda at your local Honda dealer. See big savings on all certified pre-owned Honda cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Plus, your Honda backs with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Every certified pre-owned Honda goes through a 182-point inspection and is reconditioned like new by factory-trained technicians with genuine Honda parts. To save on a certified pre-owned Honda, search your local Honda dealer today.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Time now for the Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield Health Coverage Report. Let's take a look at the numbers. When you enroll in a Wellmark individual or family health plan, you choose from thousands of in-network providers. And you're teaming up with Iowa's #1 health insurance company. We know healthcare in Iowa. Score great coverage from Wellmark. Find the plan that's best for you at wellmark.com/covered. Enrollment ends January 15th.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, this is the Hawkeye Halftime Show. Here's Rob Brooks and former Hawkeye Catherine Reynolds.
Welcome back to Carver Hawkeye Arena, where the Hawks are ahead of the Evansville Aces 59-29. Rob, when we break down the stats, things are looking good for the Hawkeyes. Balance attack led by Ava Hayden with 12 points, 5 rebounds. Chit Chat Wright, 11.7 assists, 3 3-pointers. Hannah Stolke with 5 points, 4 rebounds. Taylor McCabe hitting those 3-pointers, 9 points, 3 rebounds. Addie Dio with 4 points. Layla Hayes coming off the bench, 9 points. Taylor Stremlow, 5 points. And Journey Houston with a pair of points. If we look at Evansville, they are led by Logan Lubers with 12 points. Cameron Runner, quiet night so far, 4 points. Helena Savic, 4 points. And Georgia Ferguson with 2 points. It is a tale of two teams. Hawks have the hot shooting hand, shooting 60%, out rebound compared to Evansville's 26%. Hawks are out rebounding Evansville 26-12. And if we just take a step back and look at what we're seeing, Hawks have 16 points off of turnovers, 24 points in the paint, and 16 fast break points. So Hawks probably doing almost everything right as you could possibly be doing: passing, scoring, getting to the free throw line. Evansville definitely a little bit cold, a little bit off their game tonight, but it's hard to perform against a Hawkeye team doing this.
And the Hawks have had a lot to do with that, really playing with a ton of energy at both ends of the court. Iowa 59, Evansville 22. We are at the half. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Do you smell that? No, it's not just toast. That's the smell of your car payment becoming toast. Move your car loan to Community Choice and toast those payments for 99 days. Get started at unbankyourride.com. Loan subject to credit approval and analysis.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game, honoring those who serve at every Hawkeye game. Just as our veterans safeguard our freedom, American Equity helps protect your financial future. Named one of Newsweek's most trustworthy insurance companies in America 3 years in a row, American Equity delivers secure retirement income with the service you deserve. Join American Equity in honoring and thanking all who serve our country.
Life's busy. Quickstar makes it easier. From fresh hot coffee to delicious bakery treats and quick grab-and-go meals and snacks, we've got what you need when you're on the run. Top off your tank with Quickstar's fully guaranteed fuel to keep you moving. Plus, enjoy added perks like free ATMs and complimentary air for your tires. Convenience, savings, and a see you next time with a smile. We're your go-to for everything you need to keep your day on track, because your comfort and cravings deserve the best. Stop into Quickstar today.
Attention Hawkeye fans, Big Grove is proud to be an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Whether you're at the game or watching from home, Big Grove has got you covered. Enjoy an easy Eddie from the stands or visit them for every Hawkeye game at any of their 4 convenient Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, or Solon. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks! Big Grove Brewery, an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes. In football, champions execute flawless strategies. Your company's health plan should too. Aplos offers crystal clear costs, intelligent provider networks, same-day appointments, and embedded pharmacy savings. Help your team thrive. Discover your playbook at aplos.health.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Chad Wright with 11 points. Perfect from the floor. 3 out of 3 from 3. 7 assists and just 1 turnover. Tiffany gave our stats report, of course, brought to you by Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee is the official grocery partner of the Hawkeyes. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Let's check the top 25 women's basketball. LSU, number 5, has defeated Georgia Southern 109-66. Michigan State expected to have a good team this year. And in the fourth quarter, with 2:26 left to go, they are on top of Eastern Michigan 89-60. Kentucky 64, Buffalo 38 in the fourth. UT Martin and Tennessee tied. 2 seconds left to go in the first half at 33. NC State and USC in a close one. Wolfpack number 9 in the country, USC 18. Wolfpack lead by 1 at the half. Notre Dame no problem with Chicago State at the half, 62-29. And Baylor leads Lindenwood 48-29. Hawks will face both of those teams later on. UConn and Florida State later on this afternoon as well. Let's check some NFL scores for you. As this morning from Germany, the Colts defeated the Falcons in overtime 31-25. The Jets in the fourth quarter lead the Browns 27-20. The Saints 17, the Panthers 7. That's a final. 2 minutes left. The Patriots 21, the Buccaneers 16 in Tampa. And the Ravens all over the Vikings right now, 27-13. With just under 5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. The Miami Dolphins had a 16-0 lead over the Bills and continue to have a 10-point lead, 23-13, with 3:29 left to go in that one. The Giants leading the Bears 20-17. That with 3:40 or 3:56 left to go in the fourth. And the Jaguars 29, the Texans 18. That early in quarter number 4. Right here, it's the Hawkeyes leading Evansville at 59-22. Back with more after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, 988 provides the direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org. A message from Iowa HHS.
This is Jordan Sekefetz here for my dad Brian and his crew at Dodge Street Tire. For over 30 good years, they have taken care of their customers and treated them like neighbors. This season, if your car or truck is struggling to compete, take a shot with Dodge Street Tire. You won't have to jump through hoops to ensure quality and honest service for Hawkeye fans everywhere. Whether it's new tires or engine trouble, Dodge Street Tire will score a win for you and your family. At the corner of Dodge and Church Street.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
This is the Hawkeye halftime show with Iowa back on the court. Still awaiting the Purple Aces. Rob Brooks, Tiffany Reedy with you. And already Hawkeyes with 2 players in double figures. Really balanced attack with Ava Hayden with 12 and Chit-Chat Wright with 11. But more impressive has been Chit-Chat Wright so far this year. That's a game and a half, 14 assists, Tiffany, to 2 turnovers.
Yeah, she takes care of the ball and she sees the floor for sure. Obviously, I've been singing her praises the entire game, but we haven't, we'll see how this season progresses, but what I'm seeing is somebody who is a commanding presence, a point guard, a true point guard for the Hawkeyes.
Pass first point guard that can score, and she's shown the ability to get to the basket and also the three-pointer. University of Iowa Energy Collaborative is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye women's basketball this season, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Learn more at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. Second half action coming up from Carver Hawkeye Arena. Iowa all over the Purple Aces of Evansville, 59-22. Third quarter action next. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Preparation. It's the key to success on game day. And like your favorite Hawkeyes on the field, you need to be ready right from the opening kickoff. Cenex has your pregame routine covered. We've got your salty snacks, your sweet treats, ice-cold beverages to wash them down, and fresh tanks of propane to fire up the grill. Fuel your fandom at your local Cenex station. Hawkeye Pride, powered locally.
Hey Hawkeyes, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health. Score a limited edition home field designed Iowa t-shirt, and most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Iowa in the lead. That's bigten.org/Abbott.
Iowa fans, with US Mode from US Cellular, you can keep your eye on the game, not on your screen. Whether you're inside the stadium, tailgating in the lots, or listening to the game at home, US Cellular wants you to focus on genuine connections with your family, friends, and fellow Hawkeye fans. That means at game time, you should do less scrolling and more cheering. So eliminate distractions and build connections by setting your phone to US Mode, because game day is for cheering on the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks! US Cellular, built for us.
Evansville with the basketball to start the third quarter. They get it into Lubers Palmer, and she went up on the left block and partially blocked away by Stalkey, who posts on the left block, kicks it back out to Feuerbach for three, hit the side of the window and goes out of bounds. She smiles, just release that one a little quick.
Whoops.
Evansville into the front court. Runner hands it off to Ward, who has not scored yet. Now Lubers Palmer on the right side as they work the ball around the arc, and then a unforced error by Savic as she has traveled with the basketball out near the three-point arc.
And again, just some good on-ball defense. In that case, it was Hannah Stolke causing that turnover.
Hannah Stolke just got off to a great start in the third quarter against Southern, and the Hawkeyes quickly go inside, and a foul will be called on Georgia Cox. She picked up two quick ones in the first quarter. This is her third. So that'll bring in Georgia Ferguson. Ball possession for the Hawkeyes. Get it into McCabe. Three-pointer swish from the left wing.
Such a pure shot.
62-22. Hawkeyes strike first in the third quarter. Drive-in layup, no good by Ward with the left hand. Rebound to the Hawkeyes. Down court. Stolke running the floor. Left hand layup, good. Really good find from midcourt by Taylor McCabe.
Yeah, just a calm, cool, and collected. Hannah took that dribble, put it up.
Here's Lubers Palmer on the right wing. Top of the key to Ferguson. Now to Ward on the right side. Tries to make a move. Spins at the elbow. Now kicks it back out. Three-pointer blocked by Feuerbach as Lubers Palmer attempted it. Here's Wright. Drops it into Stolke. Fast break opportunity for the Hawkeyes. Layup good. Timeout. Aces.
This is some fun basketball to watch right now. Nothing better than the fast pace, getting it inside, quick scores, and then tearing it up on the defensive end as well.
Well, if Jan Jensen was concerned about that fast break, not today.
Not today at all.
With timeout on the court, we remind you that in Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Corn grows feed for our livestock, food for our families, and clean-burning fuel with Unleaded 88. Go to iowacorn.org to pump it up with Unleaded 88. 8:19 left to go in the third. Hawkeyes have made 3 of their last 3 from the floor and lead at 66-22. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Life's busy. Quick Start makes it easier. From fresh hot coffee to delicious bakery treats and quick grab-and-go meals and snacks. Hey, we've got what you need when you're on the run. Need gas? We've got fully guaranteed fuel to keep you moving. Plus perks like free ATMs, no hidden fees, and free air for your tires. Convenience, savings, and a see you next time with a smile. We're your go-to for everything you need to keep your day on track. Stop in to Quick Start today.
Everyone knows the BBB is the Better Business Bureau, but depending on what you need, it's the Better Plumber Bureau, the Better Auto Mechanic Bureau, the Better Accountant Bureau. That's because the BBB connects people with businesses they can trust. So think of the BBB as the better check that business out first so you don't get ripped off bureau. Be smart. Always look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
You don't have to go to the game to get a game program. You can download it now by visiting the game day page on HawkeyeSports.com. That's right, the game program is now digital and it's free. So check it out. Get the roster, the stats, and fascinating stories about today's matchup. Just go to HawkeyeSports.com and click on Game Day.
Hawkeye Basketball on 1040 WHO is brought to you by Quick Start, Better Business Bureau, Lennox, American Equity, Tournament Club of Iowa, Big Grove, Oak Knoll, U.S. Cellular.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Hawks on a 7-0 run to start the third quarter, 8:19 left to go. 66-22. Evansville with the basketball. Across the timeline, it is Kelly. Gives it to Ward. Top of the key, and a drive-in shot is up and no good as she handed it off to Snyder, and a whistle underneath. And that whistle is that Iowa knocked it out of bounds, touched it last, as Kelly looks to get it in along the baseline. And there's a 5-second violation, which much to the delight of Jan Jensen.
Yeah, that's a turnover that feels really good. You know you have locked down
hard to get.
Defense. Exactly.
66-22, 2 minutes into the third quarter. Here's Stolke, drives down the right side of the lane. Nobody there. Nobody around, laid it up and in.
Effortless.
Stolke into double figures with 11. She had 5 at intermission. Turnaround jumper outside the paint, right side Ward, no. Rebound, Stolke. Gives it up to McCabe, dribbles it across the timeline. Now right, free throw line extended left, drops it into Hayden. She's off the block, and then a pass to McCabe along the baseline goes out of bounds. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball. (68-22). Hawks with the lead. Evansville with the basketball, working the ball around the perimeter. Runner only has 4 points. Hands it off to Ferguson. Brings it right side. Now Kelly. Inside-outside game. Pass out to Ferguson. Knocks down a long two-pointer. That's her second hoop. She has 4. Hit it from the right side. 68-24. 3 minutes into the third quarter. Here's Stremlow into the game. Free throw line extended right. Hesitation move. Crossover dribble. Gets in the paint. Goes up strong. Finishes off the glass.
Nice. I love the space that Taylor Stremlow created there. A spin, up and under.
And with patience.
Exactly.
Stopped on the right side of the court is Busteros. Gets it back out to Kelly. Angles left side, and the ball tapped away and out of bounds as Taylor McCabe was there defensively. That occurred out on the Mediacom court logo. So good pressure on the ball, 30-some feet from the hoop. 70-24 Hawkeyes. Evansville will throw it in along the side with Runner. And the pass is intercepted by Stalky. Lob pass down to right. Easy 2 on the layup.
Again, it's so exciting, but Hannah just very calmly swooped that ball up and nonchalantly passed it up for an easy layup.
Runner, top of the key. Right on her. Gives it off to Busteros. Drives in. Shot no. Stalky the board. Stremlow down court pass. And Hayes got those hands out like a wide receiver. Just couldn't come up with it.
Just a little long.
Addie Deal in for the Hawkeyes for Taylor McCabe, who sits down with 12 points, all on 3-pointers. Hawkeyes 10 of 17 from deep. Kelly across the timeline. Hands it off to Snyder. Now Cameron Runner. Top of the key. Busteros. Now Kelly. Right side. Zigzags her way into the paint. Up and under move, no. And a whistle will be called on the Hawkeyes.
Got to give Kelly a little credit there. She weaved in. She faced Layla Hayes and somehow got herself to the hoop and fouled.
Hayes, her first. 2 for Kelly. Compassionate help anytime, anywhere. Call or text 988. Free throw, no good. Off the left side of the iron. University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye women's basketball this year, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Learn more at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. Second free throw good. (72-25). Hawkeyes on top. Hayes inside, back outside. Deal, three-pointer, right wing, no. Hawks get the offensive board with Stremlow. Kicks it back to Deal. One-handed pass to right, 3. Left wing, no. That's an air ball, but loose ball dug up by Stremlow. Imagine that. Turnaround jumper outside the paint. Good by the 6'5", Layla Hayes.
Nice turnaround, 4 or 5 feet from the hoop. Again, Layla Hayes showing what she can do today, for sure.
Three-pointer, the answer from the right wing by Sydney Huber. Well, her mom could shoot.
I was just telling you earlier, I watched her mom win state, I want to say 96 for Cedar Rapids, Washington. It's fun to see the next generation out on the court.
Had a terrific high school career. Hayes gets inside and physical with the basketball. Puts it in off the window. She has 13. 76-28. You think of that Freeze family.
Oh, my goodness.
Stacy, Brenda, played at Arizona. Now the coach, of course, at Maryland. Marcia Freeze in the coaching business as well. Outstanding player.
Yeah, really dynasty.
Running shot from 15 off the elbow, no by Cameron Runner. not been able to get going because of the Hawkeye defense. Addie Deal, air ball, the three-pointer right of the top of the key, and she pointed to herself, hey, that's my fault.
Yeah, it happens. You know, Addie Deal obviously is coming into this program with a lot of pressure. I think she's got to kind of get her sea legs going, kind of get into the groove. She'll be fine.
Timeout on the court with 4 and 7 seconds left to go in the third. Iowa 76, Evansville 28. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
Did you know that UI uses the same amount of energy as the rest of Iowa City? That's why we have our own power plant and we're committed to making it clean. Deep in the boiler rooms, engineers from the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative are optimizing the power plant so it can handle cost-effective alternate fuels more efficiently. Learn more about it at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. That's uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
The year-end clearance sale is going on now at your local Honda dealer. Honda cars, SUVs, and trucks are on clearance during Happy Honda Days. Get 2025 Accords, Pilots, and Ridgelines on clearance with big savings on the full Honda line. Gas, hybrids, and EVs. All new Hondas are in stock. Honda, KBB.com's best value and performance brand. This is the time to get a new Honda with clearance savings. Search your local Honda dealer today. Based on 2025 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelly Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Rob Brooks, Tiffany Reedy, back courtside, Carver Hawkeye Arena. Appreciate everybody tuning in this afternoon and all season long on the Hawkeye Radio Network. Flagship stations WHO in Des Moines, WMT Cedar Rapids. Also on Sirius XM Radio today, the Big Ten channel, number 372. You can also catch us on the Iowa Hawkeyes YouTube channel and also the Varsity app, all which are free. "36 points in the paint, 28 points off the bench. Hawkeyes have outscored Evansville 17-6 in the third. And that's the impressive thing after having a 59-22 lead at the half. No drop-off.
Exactly. If you look quarter over quarter, this is their best shooting quarter so far. So they are staying zoned in, and a steal there by Addie Deal.
And she takes it all the way in. Could not convert the layup. A little bit strong. Came off the front of the rim, but we'll get two.
23, Daniela Lavero, that is her first. Addie Deal going to the
Yavero picks up her first personal. Free throw good by Addie Deal. It's her second point. Second one in the air, right through. Top 20 player in the country coming out of high school, McDonald's All-American. Under 4 left to go in the third. 78-28 Hawkeyes. 49 has been the big lead. A little cut to the rim by Runner, up and good. Nice pass by Georgia Cox. Runner with 6. Rodriguez, easy pass inside. Nobody around. Ava Hyde gets her first basket since the second quarter. 14 for her. Huber along the baseline right side, trying to get it inside. And the ball knocked away by the Hawkeyes. Ball possession for Evansville along the baseline. 3:21 left to go in the third. Evansville tries to get it in, could not. Another 5-second violation, that's 2.
That is impressive. Again, those are hard to get. To get 2 in a game is even more impressive.
Hawks will have it in the backcourt. Addie Deal with the basketball. The hope is to have Addie that backup point guard spot for Chit-Chat Wright. Drives it all the way in. Jumper Pate is good. A one-on-one move by the freshman Deal.
Yeah, she got full court pressed and took it right to the hoop. Easy 2.
82-30, long range jumper runner left to the top of the key, no good. Hayden there for the board. Gets it to Rodriguez. Top of the key in the front court, now backs it up, keeps that left-handed dribble going. Now Deal on the left wing, hooks a pass inside to Houston. Now back outside, Rodriguez 3, skips off the right side of the iron, no good. And the rebound taken down by Evansville. In transition, Huber for 3, right wing, no. Weak side board, Houston. Brings it herself across the timeline. Drops it off for Rodriguez. Fakes a 3. Gets it to Deal. Top of the key. 3. Got it. All net.
There we go. Just need some minutes out there, and Addie Deal is getting into her groove.
Has 8. Well, she eyed that rim in a hurry. And that was like 3 feet off the three-point arc as well. The answer from 3, no, by Cox. 6'4" redshirt sophomore yet to score. She had 11 and 5 boards against SEMO. Rodriguez takes it all the way to the rim, strong with the left hand, and a foul will be called.
Rodriguez does a great job of stretching herself and getting to the hoop.
Logan Lucas-Palmer checking in as well as Georgia Ferguson to the Purple Aces.
Foul on Evansville. Lustros.
Checking in for the Hawks.
Hayes back for Iowa. Allie Levine for the first time. For Taylor Stremlow, who had 3 steals, 3 blocks against Southern. 7 points for Taylor this afternoon. Free throw, no good off the back of the iron for Rodriguez. She'll get 2. And it's perfect. Emily Rodriguez coming off of 13 against Southern, has 3 in this game. Evansville quickly down court, and a whistle on the right side of the court.
The foul is on Iowa's number 21, Emily Rodriguez. That's her first.
Rodriguez picks up her first, 86-30. Hawkeyes led 29-10 after 1, 59-22 at intermission. Evansville along the baseline will try to get it in. They do. Runner gets it back. Free throw line extended right. Levine on her. She turns the corner. Runner outside the paint from 16, no. And Houston comes down with the rebound. And then she is hacked from behind on second foul, Cameron Runner. She had 26 and 11 boards, a double-double against SEMO, including 12 of 17 from the free throw line. So obviously on the scouting report, keep her off the line as well. Hawks have done that. She has just 6. Here's Hayes, 17 feet from the hoop, near the top of the key, and then a miscommunication with Levine on the right side, throws it away, and that's a Hawkeye turnover. A rarity today.
I was just gonna say, haven't seen too many of those, and of course you have a sophomore, freshman involved. It's just kind of getting in the groove, working together.
That's after 24 turnovers against Southern last Monday. A Deal, steal, and then a foul.
The foul is on number 21.
That'll go against Brianna Ward after Deal took it away from her.
No foul.
And they'll wave off the foul. So just ball knocked out of bounds. So no fouls on Ward. Deal touched it last, and it'll be Evansville basketball along the sideline, right next to the Aces bench. 86-30, Hawkeyes, Aces with the basketball. Runner on the right side. Reverse layup after a hesitation move, no. Rebound, putback is no good by Ferguson. Hawks finally come away with it. Houston to Rodriguez in between the circles. Angles left, crossover move, paint, shot no good. You could hear the foul from here. She'll get a pair.
The foul is on number 2, Georgia Ferguson. That's her third personal foul.
Ferguson, her third. 58.1 left to go in the third. 2 shots for Emily Rodriguez. University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, no matter where you are in the state. Changing medicine and changing lives for all of Iowa and beyond. Visit uihealthcare.org. First free throw curls in off the front of the rim. Rodriguez second, perfect. She has 5. Had 2 at intermission. 88-30. We're still in the third quarter.
Still on a 10-0 run over the last 2 minutes.
And a travel will be called as Yavero trying to make a move down the left side outside of the paint. As Deal jogs the ball across the timeline. Yavero waits for her. Dio gets it to Hayes. A foot off the elbow. Cross-court pass left side. Levine teed up a 3. But now we're going to get a foul on the screen.
Okay. It is an interesting lineup. You have 3 freshmen on the court. Callie Levine, gals that haven't had a ton of, sophomore, that haven't had a ton of experience.
Houston, her third foul. 20 seconds left to go. In the lane. Shot is up by Cox and no good. Made a spin move. Ferguson missed it as Rodriguez gets the board. Coast to coast, gets in the paint. Window, good.
Nice soft little touch there. Almost could argue a little bit of a hook shot in the lane. Baby hook.
And
at the end of the third quarter,
shot is up and good, but after the buzzer by Yavero, the 6'1" junior from Spain, made a nice move down the lane, but after the buzzer to end quarter number 3. Well, all Hawkeyes in that frame, as it has been the entire game. A 12-0 run to close out the quarter, the last 3:28. Iowa 90. Folks, that's 90 points in 30 minutes. 90-30. The Hawkeyes over the Purple Aces. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official Des Moines local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, Aplos, and Community Choice Credit Union. In football, champions execute flawless strategies. Your company's health plan should too. Aplos offers crystal clear costs, intelligent provider networks, same-day appointments, and embedded pharmacy savings. Help your team thrive. Discover your playbook at aplos.health.
Life moves fast. Quickstar keeps up. Whether it's fresh coffee, a delicious bakery treat, or our take-home meals that make life easier, we've got everything you need right here. Because your comfort and cravings deserve the best. And while you're fueling up with Quickstar's fully guaranteed gasoline, we've got great services like free ATMs and free air. We're all about saving you time, money, and making your life easy. Quickstar's here for you whenever you need us.
Everyone knows the BBB is the Better Business Bureau, but depending on what you need, it's the Better Plumber Bureau, the Better Auto Mechanic Bureau, the Better Accountant Bureau. That's because the BBB connects people with businesses they can trust. So think of the BBB as the better check that business out first so you don't get ripped off bureau. Be smart. Always look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Well, we're going to have to dig out that record book this afternoon with Iowa leading by 60 at 90-30. Iowa's biggest scoring margin of victory ever was 68 points, 91-23 against Cornell. You got to go back to 1974 and 75.
Wow. Vintage Hawkeyes. I mean, Iowa just outscored Evansville in the third quarter, 31-8. That's got to be nearing some sort of record.
So we'll keep our eye on that. Plus, the most points Iowa's ever scored in a game is 115. That was against Evansville back in 22-23. Hawkeyes have the basketball. It was knocked out of bounds by Evansville. Get it back in. McCabe to right. Just right to the top of the key. Cross-court pass to Feuerbach. Now to Stuelke. Top of the key. Now into the right corner. Right. Dribbles. Gets it back out to Feuerbach for three. That's a swish from the right side.
Excellent footwork by Kylie Feuerbach. She kind of had to step back to ensure she had the three-point shot, and of course, nothing but net.
Her first bucket this afternoon, 93-30. And just about a steal by McCabe. She had that right hand batted away and out of bounds. Kreinhagen back into the game. Evansville gets it in along the sideline, just underway, fourth quarter. Just about a minute in. Here's Kelly on the right wing. Drops it off for Kreinhagen. Gets into the paint, and her left-handed hook shot blocked away and out of bounds. Yeah, that's a shot clock violation. Another good defensive possession for the Hawks.
Yeah, Evansville's been doing a lot of weaving around the three-point line, and the Hawks have just stopped it and caused them to take some really poor shots.
Here's McCabe in between the circles. Now right in the paint, 13 feet away. Right side, Stuelke, three. Skips off the left side of the iron, no. Missed it from the right side. Rebound dug up by the Aces. Across the timeline is Kreinhagen. Gets it to Savic on the left side. Tried to get a pass inside, and it's taken away by the Hawkeyes and dug up by Kylie Feuerbach. 93-30. Hawks in transition. Right, open three, right side. Count it. Another three for Chit-Chat Wright.
Keep them coming, Chit-Chat Wright. She is 4 for 5 from behind the three-point line.
Transfer from Georgia Tech.
She missed. I think I missed her one miss.
Happen?
Yeah.
She has 16. 96-30. Evansville around the outer arc. Lubers Palmer. Only player double figures for them, and a trip will be called at the free throw line.
The foul is on Iowa's number 4, Kylie Feuerbach. That is her second.
Kylie Feuerbach will pick up her second.
Checking in for the Purple
Hayes
Ellie Schneider.
for Hayden, who will sit down with 14. Schneider back for the Purple Aces. Ball possession for Evansville. Kelly gets it in, and here's a steal on the left wing by Stuelke all the way. Layup good off the window.
I thought maybe she might dunk it. It just felt right, but.
I'll wait for a little bit later on in the campaign for that. 98-30. Hawks 2 points away from 100. Right wing. Evansville with Savic. Lost control of the ball underneath. Dug up by Iowa. As Feuerbach brings it into the front court. Here's Stuelke. Free throw line extended left outside the arc. Now McCabe. One-handed pass to right. In between the circles. Now Hayes on the right wing. Holds the ball high. Gets it to Feuerbach. Now McCabe coming off a screen. Gets it to Stuelke. Hooks a pass inside to Feuerbach. Goes up strong on the left block. Whistle and a foul on the Aces. And 2 shots for Kylie Feuerbach.
I like that aggressiveness in Kylie Feuerbach. Was posted up, did a post move there, and of course Hannah Stuelke with a great look inside to her.
Schneider, her second. 5'9" sophomore out of Latrobe, Pennsylvania. Home of golfing great Arnold Palmer.
Kylie Feuerbach goes to the line to shoot 2.
Feuerbach 2. First one is on its way. Perfect. Kylie with 4. At the game or at home, Wimmer's premium quality hot dogs and sausages will score with family and friends. Take the highest quality beef and pork, combine it with natural spices, and you get the best tasting Midwestern hot dog. Wimmer's, the official hot dog of the Hawks. Second free throw good, and it's 100 Off 2 free throws by Kylie Feuerbach, and Iowa leads by 70. If that holds, it'll be a winning margin for the ages. Pass inside, shot is up and no good by Snyder. Wide open, missed it off the window. Hawkeyes transition the basketball into the front court. Feuerbach takes it top of the key all the way to the hoop. Layup good down the right side. A strong take by Kylie Feuerbach.
You know, Kylie is, I would say, the leader of this team in always a quiet way, an understated way. But it's fun to see her make these big plays as well.
Ward the foul. Deal and Rodriguez back for the Hawkeyes. So Kylie looking for her 8th point. All in the 3rd and 4th quarters. Knocks down the free throw. Kylie Feuerbach, we know, brings the defense. Great to see her knock down that 3-pointer.
Exactly. It's great to see her show her versatility.
103-30. Evansville had 22 points at the half. 3-pointer left to the top of the key. No good by Kreinhagen. Rodriguez. The rebound brings it into the front court. Wearing blue Nikes. Gets it inside to Hayes. Shot is no good. Rebound taken down by Rodriguez. And she is tied up after the board. And that'll give the ball to the Aces. .548 left to go. Hawkeyes have led the entire game. Jada Gyamfi getting set to come in. Next dead ball. Evansville works it around the arc, gets it to the high post area. And a pass inside, and triple teamed is Musteros. Hayes with a push. That'll be her second. Levine back for Strumlow. And Gyamfi for Journey Houston, freshman from Davenport North High School. Hawks and the Drake Bulldogs on Thursday night. From Carver Hawkeye, free throw up and no good. Musteros, 6'1" junior from Spain. Her second is good. It's her first point. First point of the quarter for the Aces. 103-31. Here's Rodriguez from the left wing. Gets into the paint. Floater. Good. Right in front of the rim.
Again, there's just a calmness about her. Gets into the lane, and just a nice soft touch for the 2.
And can score in a variety of ways.
Yes, I like what I'm seeing there for sure.
Evansville works the ball around the arc. Runner. Top of the key to Snyder. Turnaround jumper, no good off the back of the bracket. Loose ball, dug up by Jada Gyamfi. Gets it to Deal. Eyes down court. Finds Levine along the baseline. Tried to get it to Hayes on a pass that was tough to handle. And the ball knocked away by Evansville into the front court. Quickly are the Aces. Ward. High post area to Snyder. Now feeds it out left side. Gets it back to Ward. Tries to make a move down the right side. She took a pass from Kreinhagen, and a whistle before the shot. And a push will be called on Jada Gyamfi.
The foul is on number 32, Callie Levine.
Or make that Levine. 32, not 23. Levine, her first, with timeout on the court. Don't forget, Hawk fans, throughout the season, you can join head coach Jan Jensen and me for Hawk Talk, presented by Oaknall. We'll be live from the Watermill Kitchen and Bar inside the Hyatt Regency, just like last year. We'll be in Coralville. Hawk Talk with Coach Jensen takes place weekly from 6 until 7. Please visit HawkeyeSports.com to take a look at the schedule. We'll get underway the first week of December. 4:30 left to go in the fourth. Iowa 105, Evansville 31. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Life moves fast. Quick Start keeps up. Whether it's fresh coffee, a bakery treat, or take-home meals that make life easier, we've got everything you need right here. While you're fueling up with our fully guaranteed gasoline, we've got great services like free ATMs and free air. Always clean stores, clean restrooms, and a smile for your day. Hey, we're all about saving you time, money, and making life easier. Quick Star's here for you. Whenever you need us, we got you covered.
At MidAmerican Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Hawks have outscored Evansville 15-1 in the fourth quarter after 31-8 in the third. And if you missed the pregame show, no Tegan Mulaney again today. Missed the opener with an ankle injury and progressing, but still out.
Probably okay to have played it cautiously as we see the outcome of this game unfold.
Idea.
Yep.
What's that, 46-9 since halftime? And the three-pointer runner, right wing, no good. Dipped in and popped out. Jim Fee the rebound. Hands it off to Addie Deal with 4:19 left to go. Levine gets it to Hayes. She's on the right side, outside the paint. Now back to Rodriguez, ball fake. Dribbles toward the baseline. Now slips a left-handed pass to Deal. Inside Hayes. Turnaround shot is good. Just got that to crawl in over the right side of the iron.
And a couple of really nice passing sequences from Addie Deal as well. Nice, crisp, direct passes inside.
107-31. Number 115 is the all-time mark set by the Hawkeyes against Evansville back in 22-23. Here's Ward. Stop, pop, jumper, 17, straightaway no. Another rebound for Jada Jimfy. Gets it to Rodriguez. Now Jimfy for three, left to the top of the key. Drops it in.
Okay, Jada. The crowd loves that.
12 players have scored for the Hawkeyes. The answer, straightaway three by Musteros. She has 4 off the Aces bench. Levine, left wing, inside Hayes. Couldn't finish off the glass. And a foul will be called on Evansville. Musteros. That'll be 5 on her. Georgia Ferguson re-enters the lineup.
As well as Sydney
Robin Scher in her 5th year.
Layla Hayes will go to the line.
Went to school at Michigan. And then was an assistant at Missouri State under Cheryl Burnett. A Missouri Valley Conference Hall of Fame coach. Free throw no good by Hayes. Second one, strong off the back of the bracket. Long rebound taken down by Cameron Runner. Pass ahead to Huber. Now on the right side, Runner. Under 3 to go. Runner dribbled it off her foot, retrieves, and gets it to Kreinhagen. Searching for a shot, but the defense too good. Has to give it up. Now, inside. Huber trying to make a move. Gets it to Ferguson, and the shot is up and good.
That was
just beat the shot clock.
To say that was some pretty good defense, but
talk about a shot in traffic. Ferguson with 6, 110-36. Here's Jimfy outside the block. Now dribbles inside, makes a nice move. Left-handed shot, no rebound, put back, good. Layla Hayes.
112. 15 points. Very efficient, 8 for 10, excuse me, on the night.
Jumper in the paint, no good by Ferguson. Rebound to the Hawkeyes. 3 away from 115. Levine shot no from the right block as she drove toward the basket, but we'll get 2 free throws. Ellie Snyder, her third. Hawkeyes 4 of their last 5 from the floor. And Callie Levine looking to become the 13th Hawkeye to score, and she does. Second one no good. That make that 12 players have scored for the Hawkeyes. 113-36. Here's a steal by Gyamfi. Coast to coast, left-handed layup, no good. Short arm that one a little bit. Aces get the rebound. Racing down court, but the Hawkeye defense there. 3-pointer right side is good by Sydney Huber. Got some family members here, of course, from Mount Vernon High School. Grew up in Cedar Rapids. Deal on the right wing. Drops it inside. Hayes, finish off the window. Blocking foul called on Kreinhagen.
Another great pass, Addie Deal there, her 3rd assist of the day. Layla Hayes might break 20 today.
No pressure, Layla Hayes, but here's for the Iowa all-time scoring record. With 1:18 left to go, free throw, good.
There we go.
116-39, the most points ever scored by an Iowa basketball team. 1:10 still to go. Huber, bounce pass left side. As the ball is poked away, Snyder trying to make a move in the paint. Goes out of bounds, will stay with the Aces. Hawks scored 115 against the Aces back in 2022-23. 104 left to go. 116-39. And Deal going after a steal.
Lots of wordplay. Lots of wordplay with Addie Deal's last name that you've really.
Well, then you've got Wright on the right side of the floor.
Some fun we could have this year.
Well, I hope I say it a lot. Evansville gets the ball in to Runner. 1 minute to go. It's on the right side of the court, weaves her way toward the baseline. Now left side, Snyder makes a move, pull up jumper, good from 12. It's her first bucket. 50 seconds to go. Here's Deal, gets a Hayes screen, drives down the left side, and has it taken away by Runner. Across the timeline, all the way to the hoop. Shot good off the window.
Basket by Cameron Runner.
That's 8 for Cameron Runner. Averaged 15.5 last year. Here's Levine for 3, deep in the corner on the right side, but she is fouled in the act of shooting.
The foul is on number 11, Katie
Kreinhagen, her second. So Callie Levine, a quick trigger on that deep 3, will be at the free throw line. Kelly back for Evansville, 116-43. 35.8 left to go. Hawks will move to 2-0. Scored 86 points against Southern. Free throw perfect for Callie. Sophomore from Solon. Miss Iowa basketball for the Spartans. Second one rolls in. What are the Hawks from the free throw line tonight?
They are 20 of 27. I would say maybe that's the one area that you could improve on, though not bad.
Levine makes all 3. She has 4. 119-43. 30 seconds remain. Kelly gets it off to Huber. Takes a couple of dribbles. Now back to Kelly at the free throw line. Now drives down the left side. Layup no good. Hayes the other rebound. And Jan Jensen says no more. 119's enough. Eddie Deal will dribble it out near the timeline. 119 to 43. The most points ever scored by a Hawkeye women's basketball team.
Not too shabby at all. And a team win at that, right? To see so many players score and contribute.
And also, not only the most points at 119, but the margin of victory an all-timer as well. As Iowa wins by 76 points. The previous was 68 against Cornell back in 1974-75. And before that, it was 58 against Bucknell. The Hawkeyes won 97-39. That was in 92-93. So a couple of long-standing records, one of them anyway, of 76, the largest margin of victory ever by an Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball team. Well, a lot to talk about on the postgame show, which will start very soon. Iowa 119, Evansville 43. Hawks are 2-0. Evansville 0-2. Drake at Carver Hawkeye on Thursday night. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawkeye fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, the Banks Student Living and Kirkwood Hotel. When visiting Eastern Iowa, stay at the hotel at Kirkwood Center. This AAA four-diamond luxury hotel was voted Best Banquet Event Facility of 2025 by Corridor Business Journal readers. Located near the Eastern Iowa Airport in downtown Cedar Rapids. Book your stay today at kirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111.
Hi, Hawk fans. Coach Kirk Ferentz here. For 40 years, our players have proudly worn the ANF logo to honor the hardworking farmers who keep this country growing. With fewer farmers working the land, their challenges are bigger, but their commitment never wavers. The Iowa Hawkeyes and the Iowa Farm Bureau are proud to stand with these dedicated families who feed and fuel our nation. Thanks for celebrating 40 years of America Needs Farmers. Let's keep standing strong for the people who keep us going strong. To learn more, visit americaneedsfarmers.org.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Can you think of anything that costs the same today as it did 10 years ago? There isn't much. That is, unless you're a Mid-American Energy customer. Thanks to all the renewable energy we're generating, our customers pay nearly the same rate for electricity today as they did back when we were all singing, "Call Me Maybe." And with Mid-American making even more investments in clean energy, you can count on enjoying those same affordable rates for the next decade. Now that's obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Hawkeye Basketball has been brought to you by Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Made right here in Iowa since 1895. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. And by Wimmer's Meats, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. This is the Hawkeye Postgame Show.
Welcome courtside, Carver Hawkeye Arena. One of the most impressive non-conference victories that I can recall. Hawks just operate on all cylinders. Offense, defense, 119-43. Shot 64.6% from the floor. 14 of 26 from three. 53.8, 21 of 28 from the stripe, 75%. Hawk fans, enjoy your home away from home at Coralville's all-suite Homewood Suites in the Iowa River Landing, and also the Home 2 Suites, both Hilton hotels. You can relax in spacious suites with kitchens and enjoy free breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, and more. Perfectly located for your next Hawkeye visit. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, locally owned and operated and voted best of the area for 12 straight years, proudly supports the Hawks. Trust Dodge Street Tire for honest auto repair and the best deals on Goodyear and Toyo tires. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, celebrating over 30 good years on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets. Time for our post-game stats recap, brought to you by Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee, the official grocery partner of the Hawks and Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Some impressive numbers.
Okay, I got a drink of water because I got a lot of talking to do.
Take a deep breath.
Incredible performance by across the range for the Hawkeyes, but definitely one to point out here would be Chit Chat Wright. 16 points, 10 assists, 4 rebounds, and 1 turnover. So excellent game by someone who's emerging as a Hawkeye leader. Freshman Layla Hayes with 20 points, 5 rebounds, led in scoring. Hannah Stolke, 13.6 rebounds. Ava Hayden, double-double here, 14 points, 10 rebounds. Taylor McCabe, all threes tonight, 12 points, 3 rebounds. Kylie Fierbach, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 4 steals for Kylie. Emily Rodriguez with some solid minutes, 9 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Freshman Addie Deal, 11 points, 3 assists. Taylor Stremlau with 7 points, 3 rebounds. Callie Levine with 4 points. And Journey Houston with 2 points, but 7 rebounds. And Jada Jimvy, of course, got in and hit that 3. So incredible stats. Hawks had 50 rebounds to Evansville's 21. 31 assists and just 13 turnovers for the Hawks. So pretty impeccable. If you look even at their scoring, 70% in the third quarter field goal percentage, 69% in the fourth. So their shooting only got better as the game went on. If we look at Evansville, they were led by Logan Lubers Palmer with 12 points, Cameron Runner with 10 points, Sydney Huber with 6 points, and Helena Savic with 4 points. The great part, if we look at where the Hawkeyes points come from, just solid in every category. 32 points off of turnovers, 54 points in the paint, 14 second chance shots, 29 points off of fast breaks, and 56 points off the bench. So if that doesn't show that this was a balanced attack and what the potential that we have to come, I don't know what does.
Yeah, you look at Journey Houston, too. She had 7 rebounds.
Yep.
In 13 minutes and 50 seconds. Taylor Stremlau had 3 boards, a couple of assists. But you mentioned the 31 assists to 13 turnover. How about 11 steals?
Yep.
4 of them by Kylie.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing when you have a game like this where the scoring's so prolific and the rebounding is so prolific. Really what, we saw there was incredible on-ball defense, incredible communicating, going under and over screens, and just never allowing them. They never got in a groove. They had a basket here, maybe a player went on a couple of runs, but they never got into an offensive groove.
In Evansville, 16 of 61 from the floor, 26.2%, just 6 of 24 from 3, 25%, 5 out of 7 from the free throw line, 71.4%. All Hawkeyes this afternoon, 2-0 on the young campaign. Evansville falls to 0-2, 119-43. Most points ever scored by a Hawkeye women's basketball team. Margin of victory tops as well, 76-point victory. Plenty more to come as Tiffany will head to the Hawkeye locker room. Post-game show rolls on from Carver Hawkeye Arena. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game, honoring those who serve at every Hawkeye game. Just as our veterans safeguard our freedom, American Equity helps protect your financial future. Named one of Newsweek's most trustworthy insurance companies in America 3 years in a row, American Equity delivers secure retirement income with the service you deserve. Join American Equity in honoring and thanking all who serve our country.
Hawkeye fans, gear up for game day with Big Grove. As an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes, they bring you the ultimate game-watching experience. Sip on fan favorites like Easy Eddie, Citrus Surfer, and Neighborhood Beer while cheering on the Hawks. Can't make it to the stadium? No worries. Join them at any of their 4 Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, and Solon. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks!
Craving something sweet? Step into the flavor of a good old-fashioned bake sale, Quick Star style. Satisfy your sweet tooth with our premium donuts. Choose from Quick Star's fluffy long johns, rich Persians, classic Bismarcks, or ring donuts. So delicious, just like the ones at your hometown bake sale. Do you remember those fresh oven-baked cookies your grandma used to make? So good. Well, the Quickery's got them. Our cookies are just like the ones from back in the day. Let's head straight to the bake sale, only at Quick Star. Treat yourself today.
Everyone knows the BBB is the Better Business Bureau, but depending on what you need, it's the Better Plumber Bureau, the Better Auto Mechanic Bureau, the Better Accountant Bureau. That's because the BBB connects people with businesses they can trust. So think of the BBB as the better check that business out first so you don't get ripped off bureau. Be smart. Always look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Hawkeyes win it 119-43 over Evansville. It's the first of 3 games against Missouri Valley Conference foes, as the Drake Bulldogs will be at Carver Hawkeye Arena on Thursday. That's a little bit of a later start. 7:30 is the tip, so we'll be on the air with the pregame show starting at 7 o'clock. And then the Northern Iowa Panthers and the Hawkeyes from the McLeod Center in Cedar Falls a week from today. 2 o'clock the tip, 1:30 the pregame show before the Hawkeyes head to Florida in a showcase event down in Orlando at Disney World. We'll take on Baylor and Miami, and then Western Illinois and Fairfield will round out a busy month of November. There were no plays under review today, as all plays under review are brought to you by Athletico Physical Therapy. You don't need a jersey to move with purpose or permission to take your healing seriously. At Athletico, our recovery fuels what's possible. Move like you mean it, and schedule your free assessment at athletico.com, a proud partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Record-setting afternoon. Of course, we told you that 119, that is the most points ever scored by a Hawkeye women's basketball team. And Evansville was in the record book before, as the Hawkeyes scored 115 against the Aces back in 2022-23, and then 113 against the Drake Bulldogs in 23-24. Penn State in 23-24 scored 111. Same with the Rutgers contest in 22-23. And then even more impressively, the record for scoring margin, as the Hawkeyes won by 76 points, and that breaks a record that was set back in 1974 and 75 against Cornell, as Iowa won that game 91-23. Lysandra Barrett will join us on the postgame show, but first let's pause 10 seconds for station identification as the Hawkeyes defeat Evansville 119-43. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield. First-year assistant head coach Lysandra Barrett joins me courtside on the post-game show. This is easy, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Something like it, right?
Lot to talk about today.
Absolutely.
Boy, the impressive thing to me, Coach, just came out operating on all cylinders, offensively and defensively. Energy seemed to be really, really good, and Coach Jensen told me before the game that it's been a pretty good week of practice.
Yeah, we had 2 really good days that we stacked, and that was something that Coach Jay's been emphasizing since, we started up in the fall, to just stack days and not take your opponent lightly. And, you felt the energy. You felt the preparation. They were locked in on everything, and they didn't take this team. They didn't look at their record or look at their conference and look down upon them. So that's a sign of a pretty mature team so far.
Yeah, and that's kind of the key thing too against any opponent is how do you look, how do you do it? Yeah, you can win, but boy, let's win the right way and play Hawkeye basketball.
Absolutely, and one thing they celebrate each other. They always have, and. You kind of see them pick each other up. So this was a game we've been waiting on, some people to click and it to start looking as far as our rotations, kind of how we see it when we play a tougher opponent. But overall, it was a really good game.
Well, that point guard's off to a pretty good start, huh?
Yeah, she's not too bad. Yeah. We all want her to probably be a little bit more selfish. That's just not her nature. She's gonna take what the defense gives her. She's always been that way. But man, the way she sees the floor, I told him she's pretty fun to play with. If I'm Hannah and Taylor McCabe and all our shooters, our post players, but no, when she kind of demands and controls the floor, and then also looks for herself. I mean, for her to even take 5 3-pointers, I'm like, okay, there we go, Chad. And she has so much more in the tank, but she had a solid game.
Yeah, when you're 4 for 5, you might want to shoot a couple more, right?
Absolutely, right.
What is it, 17 assists to 2 turnovers in the first 2 games?
Yeah. And that one turnover I got on her, I'm like, what are you doing? You're messing your stats up. But and that's one thing she has goals where she wants to do that, would be one of the top point guards in the nation, and she's looking really good with that. And then I think she also controls our transition so well, and I think she did a great job defensively also on number 10, Cameron Runner, which was an emphasis going into this week because she's probably one of their top players, if not the top.
Yeah, it seemed like they did a good job with the scouting report.
Oh, yeah. Tried to. I went off of one game in exhibition box score, but I do remember, she was a freshman of the year last year, and she was one we put emphasis on. If you kind of take her game away, frustrate her, it might be a long night for them. And 33, Lubers Palmer kind of got hot, but we did a great job in the second half of keeping her scoreless.
What did you think about the transition game this afternoon?
It started with our defense. So we tell them if we can defend and be active like we were, we don't have to run a whole lot of offense. Our transition, you just pick your poison. You got to, pick up Chat, then you got to find Taylor McCabe, then you got to find Ava and Hannah either running the floor, and then you got Feuerbach. And that's just in that starting lineup. And when we sub, you bring it in even more. So our transition was something that we emphasized all week long.
How nice was it, too, to knock down those 3-pointers? And it was up and down the roster, not just 1 or 2 players.
Right. Well, I think, too, we had to get the lid off from last game. That was one thing from the Southern game that, outside of the turnovers, just the ability to knock shots down. And it's early. We try not to put too much emphasis on shooting because we know it comes. We know we have snipers. But to see the lid come off for a lot of people felt good. They needed to see that. I think the biggest one is Addie Deal being able to see it go in. Strimlow, the same thing with her, being able to be 1 for 1. Like, being able to have that dynamic duo in our perimeter is really good.
And nice, too. Obviously, 12 or 13 players got in, and everybody contributed, so everybody can walk away this afternoon with something positive.
Yeah, it's a feel good for a couple hours, then we're off to the next opponent, and that locker room was pretty special. lot of smiles, a lot of energy. Even the players you don't see get a lot of minutes, they at least at practice, they mean so much to this team, even though our fans don't get to see everybody at the full amount. But being able to have a quality win, everybody scored, I think, and to get 119 points in Carver is pretty special.
Well, it's never happened before.
I know.
So.
I'm like, wait, let me go back to the Caitlin's years. You sure about that?
Yeah, we're sure. And then to win by 76 points.
Yeah.
I mean, you're doing a lot of good things, offensively and defensively.
Yeah, and we wanted a statement win. I think a lot of people are still kind of questioning, are they for real? And we're figuring ourselves out as a young team, and everybody's pretty much in some kind of new role, even with Hannah. And to be able to see her shoot 2 threes and 1 for 2, it's just we're stacking days, we're stacking the opportunity because we know what's ahead on our schedule. And I think this is a pretty solid team win.
Yeah, it was real today, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Coach, appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
Yep, good to see you.
All right.
First-year assistant head coach Lysandra Barrett has done an outstanding job and made an impact on the Hawkeyes already. And we'll, as she mentioned, enjoy this one for a couple hours. 119-43, the Hawks over Evansville. Back with more from Carver Hawkeye Arena after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringBeyond to learn more.
Whether they roll the dough or pour the joe, bake the bread or greet instead, your team goes the extra mile, and they deserve healthy eyes and a healthy smile. For plans that cover businesses of all sizes, Delta Dental customizes. With employer costs as low as $0, you can offer benefits and be a hero. Affordable coverage is a click away. Visit deltadentalia.com today.
Unwind in style at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, where luxury and excitement come together. Tee off on a world-class golf course, savor gourmet dining, and enjoy premier entertainment and amenities that are second to none. Feeling lucky? Hit the slots or try your hand at our table games. There's always action on the floor. Whether you're here to relax, play, or indulge, Riverside offers more than just a getaway. It's an unforgettable experience. Visit Riverside Casino and Resort.com to learn more.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just needs someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
Spot on, nice fish. Nice walleye. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Minnesota gold right there.
This is the first restaurant in the world that strictly is decolonized menu. All right, let's try the soup.
Oh man, that's good. So earthy and mushroomy.
Where's the seals?
It looks like the ocean.
It's not that cold. It is that wet though.
What will your Minnesota travel story be? Discover what makes Minnesota the star of the North at exploreminnesota.com.
I think we've just scratched the surface.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Hawks' big lead of 79 occurred with 3:33 left to go in the contest, won by 76. Welcome back to the Hawkeye postgame show, 119-43, Iowa over Evansville. And let's head to the Hawkeye locker room.
We are in the Hawkeye locker room with Chit Chat, right? Chit Chat, 16 points, 10 assists, 1 turnover, 4 rebounds. How did it feel out there for you tonight?
It felt great being able to get up and down the court and just be able to pass and see my teammates as well as score today. It was kind of fluent, so it felt great to be able to get that.
So sophomore, transfer from Georgia Tech. It looks like so far you're emerging as a leader on the team, running the point guard, dishing the ball, shooting very well. How do you see yourself on the team? How do you take on and accept that sort of leadership position?
So that's a goal of mine, just to keep leading and being a vocal leader as well. Trying to grow in that area, and I just feel myself stepping into that role as every practice, every drill, every game. I just feel myself like stepping into that role.
Second game at Carver Hawkeye. How does it feel to play out in front of such a large crowd at home?
It feels so great, just like going out there and seeing all the kids screaming my name and all the fans just screaming, "Go Hawks!" It's just really great.
Awesome. And last question is, so far, we're early, what's your favorite part about being a Hawkeye?
The culture. I would definitely say the culture. Just us, like, we stick together, we cheer each other on. You might have a bad moment, but you're still going to cheer the next person on. That's excellent.
Great game tonight. Good luck versus Drake.
Thank you.
Chit-Chat Wright, the Hawkeye point guard, which is going to be fun to watch, not only this year, but throughout her Hawkeye career. Tiffany with our star of the game, Chit-Chat Wright, who played 26 minutes and 9 seconds, 4 out of 5 from 3. He's a pass-first point guard, but can really score. And I think there's going to be some games where she'll be asked to do even more of that. Post-game interview with Jan Jensen is on deck, and it's presented by Oaknall, as their mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City area for 59 years. Oaknall is conveniently located near University of Iowa Healthcare, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City. A proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oaknall.com to learn more.
Flu season is here. Get your flu shot today at your local Hy-Vee pharmacy.
Coach, so many good things to talk about tonight. There's a very long list, including records broken for most points scored, highest margin of victory. I kind of want you to pick 2 or 3 that maybe you weren't expecting to see that turned out well for the Hawks.
Well, what I was pleased with was our defense, right? Because I think we held them, 43? And we were, the first quarter, though, 10 points in that quarter, right? And that's why I challenged the team before, is, I really wanted to earn a dominant victory every possession. And I think they really came out and really bought into that. And you always want to out-rebound an opponent, but they had 45 opportunities to get no board, and they only got 3. Yep. So we really paid attention to our jobs there. Now, I'm excited, I'm thrilled for things, all the records, I don't even know what they all are, but obviously, Evansville isn't the most formidable foe we're going to have on our schedule. So while I'm pleased, I'm also a coach that's like, okay, I'm going to keep it in perspective. We have some pretty good posts on our team, but they didn't have a whole lot of size, and they weren't able to match, so we really set the tone there. So I'm very excited, and I think it was great for confidence building. But I know it's going to get a lot tougher as we start Thursday night.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, again, this is the challenge of having a big blowout like this. You go back to practice.
Right.
You go back to practice tomorrow.
Right.
So what are the areas that you want to focus on? Where do you feel the team needs to kind of zero in a little bit more?
Well, I thought a couple times we let transition D get away from us a little bit, and it didn't hurt us because they were not shooting, right? And they weren't as great at that, but we need to make sure of that. And some of it's our younger kids that aren't quite getting that system yet, right? I don't think we did a really great job as much as I would have liked. We weren't as stealthy in our ball screen coverage. So I wanted to see that improve a little bit. And I remember a few times, they got a couple of really good looks that a better team will put down, right? So right now, I think it's a lot of the ball screen. I think we did do better trying to really take away a true straight line drive. I was happy about that improvement, I think. But when I watch the film later, I'll get a little better idea.
A lot of newcomers on the team. Mm-hmm. Who are you kind of seeing what are you liking out there?
I mean, I'm just thankful as heck for Chit-Chat Wright. I mean, she's just she's just smart. She's highly efficient. I was so thrilled she got her double-double today. She just is, she's a joy to coach. She's quiet. I got to get her talking a little bit more, but she keeps putting up numbers like that. I'll live with it, right? But she's just, we needed that position immensely. So very happy of seeing her productivity and progress. All of them are really, really coming along. The people that I thought Taylor Strimlow had a nice game today. She was sidelined for a couple of almost 3 weeks with an ankle. So it's fun to see her kind of look like Strim for sure today. So I think that, I really am happy. Layla Hayes, it was fun to see her do what she should have done.
Yep.
Right? So it's just nice that when they get confidence.
Excellent. You said before the game you got a couple of in-state games. Drake, you and I coming up. Best of luck as you tackle your alma mater, the Drake Bulldogs.
I know, it's always a weird game, but I really enjoyed them except when we play them.
Excellent. Congrats on a big win tonight,
Thank
Coach.
you. I just want to give a shout out to our fans. Again, amazing. There's no place like Iowa. Thank you guys. You're simply the best.
That they are, and they were here in full force on this Sunday afternoon to watch a record-setting performance by the Iowa Hawkeyes. 119 points, most in program history, 76 points a scoring margin, also number one, and that took care of a record that was set back in 1974-75. We'll be back listening to some highlights and wrap things up from Carver Hawkeye Arena, 119-43. The 2-0 Hawks over Evansville. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Flu season is here. Get your flu shot today at your local Hy-Vee pharmacy. It's easy, convenient, and no appointment is necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. That's right, a 20-cent fuel saver. Get your flu shot when it's convenient for you. Schedule online or just stop by your Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Help your family stay healthy. Get your flu shot and get a 20-cent fuel saver only at Hy-Vee. See store for details. Some restrictions apply.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Happy Honda Days are here. The best time to save on a certified pre-owned Honda at your local Honda dealer. See big savings on all certified pre-owned Honda cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Plus, your Honda backs with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Every certified pre-owned Honda goes through a 182-point inspection and is reconditioned like new by factory-trained technicians with genuine Honda parts. To save on a certified pre-owned Honda, search your local Honda dealer today.
Get in the game with Hawk Talk. Join Coach Kirk Ferentz and host Gary Dolphin for 90 minutes of Iowa football talk. Wednesday, 6:30 to 8 Central. Listen live on the Hawkeye Radio Network and Iowa Hawkeyes YouTube channel. Presented by View Rooftop.
Hawkeye Basketball on 1040 WHO is brought to you by Quick Star, Better Business Bureau, Lennox, American Equity, Tournament Club of Iowa, Big Grove, Oak Knoll, U.S. Cellular.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
119-43, the Iowa Hawkeyes over Evansville, as 5 players reached double figures. And leading the way, how about Layla Hayes? 9 of 11 from the floor, 20 points off the bench, and then mentioned the 2 double-doubles with Chichat Wright, 16 and 10 assists, and then 14 points, 10 boards for Ava Hayden, and Hannah Stalkey also in double figures with 13. 54 points in the paint, 56 points off the bench for the Hawkeyes, who shot 64.6% from the floor. Today's Precision Plays of the game are brought to you by Civco Medical Solutions, as precision matters most when your loved one is undergoing an invasive procedure. For over 40 years, Civco has been a trusted provider of image-guided procedures, counted on to deliver outstanding service and superior quality around the world. Civco Medical Solutions, making image-guided procedures safer. Well, let's listen in on some of this afternoon's top plays. Into the front court, here's Furbach, puts the ball on the floor, drives baseline, kicks it far side. McCabe wide open for a three-pointer, knocks it down. at the free throw line, puts it on the floor, has it batted away, but dug up by Wright with 2 to shoot. Now gets to Stalky. Her desperation three is good from the short corner on the left wing. 2-hand pass to Wright on the right wing. 1-handed pass left side, McCabe. Now Wright, she'll fire a 3 left side. Got it. As she takes it all the way to the rim, and a reverse layup with the right hand on the left side. Hawkeyes on top with the basketball. Rodriguez, lob pass inside. Hayden, the catch, and the left-handed layup is good. Now Wright on the left side, back to Hayes outside the paint, 10 feet away from the hoop, makes a move in the paint, goes up strong with the right hand, little running hook shot. And high post area, Houston drops it inside to Hayden, knows what to do with it, off the glass, score the basket, and she's fouled. Quickly down court, the Hawkeyes in transition, three-pointer, Taylor McCabe from the left wing. Hawkeyes get the rebound quickly down court. Another transition three. Addie Deal splashes it home from the right wing, right in front of the Evansville bench. At the free throw line, now drives down the left side. Layup no good. Hayes the other rebound. And Jan Jensen says no more. 119's enough. Addie Deal will dribble it out. Near the timeline. 119 to 43. The most points ever scored by a Hawkeye women's basketball team. 76 the margin, but as Jan Jensen told you, Tiff, in the locker room, it's going to ramp up now. And 2 more Missouri Valley Conference foes this week, but familiar ones in Drake and UNI. So you would expect it gets tougher here as the week goes on.
Absolutely. You know, it wasn't a competition, but it was a great way to have people build confidence, get minutes. But you're right, it's only going to get more and more difficult from here on out. So it's nice to actually transition. We know Drake is perennial powerhouse in the Missouri Valley Conference, so it's nice to transition to that game because I think that will be our first real test.
And we'll see you next Sunday.
Yes, I will be at UNI, just a short little drive from my house.
That works out well for you. That's like a home game.
Yes.
Appreciate Tiffany in this afternoon for Catherine Reynolds, who will be back Thursday, and then Tiff on Sunday for the UNI game. Well, that'll wrap up our coverage from Carver Hawkeye Arena this afternoon as the Hawkeyes defeat Evansville 119 to 43. So that's 2-0, taking care of Southern last Monday in the opener, 86-51, 119-43 today. As we talked about, the Drake Bulldogs inside Carver Hawkeye Arena. Always a lot of motion, obviously, around that particular game with Jan Jensen playing at Drake, coaching at Drake. Her jersey number hangs from the Knapp Center rafters. Has got that big victory in Des Moines last year, and will try to go 2-0 against Drake. 7:30, the tip, and we'll be on the air with the pregame show at 7 o'clock along the Hawkeye Radio Network, the Hawkeye YouTube channel, and also the Varsity app. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great evening, and we will talk on Thursday, the Hawks and the Bulldogs. For Tiffany Reedy, I'm Rob Brooks. The final score once again, Iowa 119, Evansville 43. Good night from Carver Hawkeye. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawkeye basketball has been brought to you by Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Honda, to see how Honda crushes the competition, see your local Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest. Explore Minnesota. Discover the star of the North. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Made right here in Iowa since 1895. And by University of Iowa Healthcare. Changing medicine, changing lives. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.